Go on live.
Hit that live button, baby. What do you need me to check?
Just like how it looks. What do you think?
Just... Oh, you're live. I see you fucking dressed like a knight.
Yeah, man.
I see you fucking dressed like a knight.
Oh no, wait. Oh, are you listening to the? Are you have Twitch open?
Yes.
I was like, why is it looping? Why is it looping? All right, we're making moves.
Yeah, boy, it's up and running. It's going good. I'll post it on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm about to post in like all me chats.
Yeah, boy, it's up and running. It's going good.
Okay, you gotta mute. You gotta mute
Listen,
your own
when I
Twitch
open
stream.
when I open it on my
What are you
phone to get the
doing,
link,
bro?
it starts it. I posted it. Dude, oh man, you're streaming. Can't talk about this.
Hold on, you want me to mute?
No, you're good.
I can mute us.
I'll talk about it.
We can have some
I'll
seconds.
no, I'll DM it with you, man.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
There you go.
Come on now. Come on now. Got a sip of the Baja. I'm about to blast off.
Actually, I have a song for that.
I
It's
went
called Blast Off. It's by Rivers Cuervo, the lead singer of Weezer.
to like my Pathfinder symbol. I got the glyph of the open road, the Pathfinder logo on me.
Hell yeah, dude! Open road.
All right.
All right, let's
Ripping a
see.
fat bong
Let's
over
just
there.
no.
Oh, the open road.
Oh, the open
Did I ever tell you that
Somebody
when I worked at camp, I used to host the opening and closing campfires every week, just like we do all the skits and stuff. And like part of every single time I did that, I would host at least part of the event as Balthazar the Old Wizard, to the point where all the kids would like refer to me as that around camp. Like I would just be like what are the act descriptions? They would just give me like a name. I'd have to like vamp and make up what was going on. They're like, oh, they're singing some song with like the word magic in it. I'm like, oh, old Balthy loves a bit of magic.
Did I tell you when I worked at camp, they spent an entire session of camp, and I was like, because I worked at a Boy Scout camp.
Mhm.
They were like, because I was a lot older than the other counselors, and they were like, we don't know much about you. Can you tell us something about yourself? I'm like, yeah, I really like Taylor Swift, and they didn't believe me, which I don't think I've told you this, Ben, but I really like Taylor Swift.
You've told me. It's come up.
Okay. Just so, anyways, we were there, and like they did karaoke for the closing night, and nobody knew where I went, and that's when I showed up, and I did the entirety of "Shake It Off" by Taylor Swift without looking at the board once for the lyrics.
Dude, I'm gonna have to maybe a little stream treat. I'll put a video up of us at camp doing the entire dance routine that we choreographed to Every Time We Touch.
Oh, dude.
That'll be a
My
that'll be
favorite
a 50 follower treat.
50 follower treat. My favorite though was when I did the claps too. It was like, my ex-man brought his new girlfriend, and she's like, oh my god, but I'm just gonna shake it to the fella over there with that hella good hair.
Dude, you can't see my hair. It's under this
But
sweet towel.
well, before that entire part starts, it's like, so just having the claps like perfectly synced up,
I am
it
familiar.
got people going. Yeah, you're familiar. I'm a big fan.
So I joined this like Discord server of streamers to help people start out, and they're really wholesome.
Oh,
I was talking about like depression with them earlier stuff, and they were just like, if you ever need someone, this goes for anyone in the server, you guys can just like message me. And I was like, this is very wholesome. Like I'm here for it.
dude, they're the type of group that you do kiss the homies when you go to sleep.
You gotta kiss the homies goodnight. We gotta be in that mindset.
Yeah. The homies don't receive love enough.
The homies need that love.
Why is just the name Dave trending?
Oh man, it's like that College Humor show. Why is it trending?
Oh, they're talking about the movie Dave.
There's a movie, Dave.
Yeah, it's about a dude named Dave who takes over the White House because they need somebody to fill the role real quick. It's a very not good movie in this point in time to talk about. Hey, Ethan, what's going on?
What's going on, guys? What movie we trashing on?
Dave.
Also, I'm already streaming right now, just so you know. Heads up.
Dude, shirtless Lenny Kravitz is trending. Oh, I see.
I'm
why
also
it's
gonna
trending.
try to
Dude.
do something, because you guys can't see the stream, like while we're playing, I guess. But I'm gonna try to have my other camera going for you guys, so you can see what I'm doing as well.
Sorry if anybody is watching and they just hear strange meme music coming out of my microphone.
You know what?
Because that's
happens. You know?
all I do.
All right, you guys get the sweet low quality laptop webcam.
Oh, dude, sexy. See what else I can meme with.
Oh man, this is why I got the good camera for the stream. Is there probably an easy way to do this? Probably. But have I figured it out yet? Sure haven't.
Damn it! Now I need to get a camera and cosplay while I play as well.
You don't have to. I'm not capturing your guys' video. I guess we could. I could figure it out.
Although I loved your.
Go on.
I like what you put up on the on Discord. What it looks like from the streaming point of view, with like the icons at the bottom and everything.
Yeah. So I was looking at like. I was gonna look at the forums on Paizo and just see like, oh, what are they, what's going on? How are people streaming on there? And I realized they put up like a bunch of free stream stuff.
Good for them.
There's also one, I haven't done it yet, but I thought it'd be cool if we God, I can hear your memes, Will. I thought it would be cool if for the next campaign we do, they have like a separate file that has like picture of character and then like their ability scores down the side, so you can like introduce people.
Oh, gotcha.
But
My
I haven't,
names are too
haven't done
spicy.
that yet. Alright. Okay. Loading in the soundboard. My wife always gets really mad. You're gonna stop playing fucking copyrighted music. But speaking of that
Sorry.
song, my wife gets mad at me because I call it the X-Men song.
Oh, yeah, understandable. Have a nice day.
But you know what? That's a great scene in X-Men.
Rat fact: rats can run up to 80 miles an hour.
Dude, I used to train rats in my psych major days. Me and my friend,
Dang.
used to be my roommate actually. Me and my friend Theon, we were the
Theon?
fastest. Yeah, Theon, like Theon Greyjoy.
Yeah.
He had not seen any Game of Thrones before he came to college, so it was a rude wake up call, to be sure. So, we were the group in the class. We were the fastest to train our rat to pull a lever.
How'd you do it?
We used
Put
this thing
cheese
called
on
a
the lever.
Skinner box. Shout out to BF Skinner. He's like this. What was crazy? So he's like a really famous psychologist, right? I found out later from my grandma that when she was a student, like decades ago, she was in Skinner's class.
That's pretty cool.
And I was like, holy shit, like I had to study all of his stuff, Grandma. Like, that's wild. But basically the box has like a lever on the inside and one on the outside. And these rats have been dehydrated for like 3 days, which it's worse than it sounds. Rats can survive like 2 weeks without water. It's not that bad.
Here you go, Ben.
They really want water after that, and when you hit the lever on the inside or the outside, it raises up like a little thimbleful of fresh water. So at first you do it, you just start hitting the lever yourself, they go over when there's water, and then you stop doing it until they're like in that half of the cage, and they're like, okay, it only shows up when I'm in this half. Then now it only shows up when I'm near the lever. And eventually you like lead them closer, and they figure out, they're like, oh, if I push the lever on the inside, I get water.
That's the same way they trained those ravens in that one town to go pick up coins instead of. Did you ever hear about that?
Yeah. Like they would pick up they picked like trash, right?
Loose
Like cigarette
change.
butts or something? Or was it change? That's dope.
It was loose change, so they were trying to figure out they were talking about euthanizing all of them and getting them out of the town because they were digging through trash and everything. So then they trained them how to pick up loose change and take it to a field where they get like nuts and stuff for free when they put the coins in.
That's
That's all
really
the birds did for a while.
Yeah, is there like a coin shortage in the US right now? We could use that.
Mm-hmm.
I keep hearing about that on the radio, and I'm like, I like never use coins.
Yeah, no one does. That's the thing, though. It's not a huge problem by
Yeah,
any
it
means.
seems like
Not
they're all like,
any of
oh,
them
this
are-
is such rough news. I'm like, is it though?
And they're not precious metal either, you know? Not like they used to be.
No, it's just like, it's not that big a deal.
Hello.
Alright. For those who are watching this stream, we got everybody. We're also down our barbarian and our druid.
Everyone's
this'll be
here.
interesting.
Kraken collar druid.
Fucking even Minecraft Steve is here, guys. Everybody's here.
Alright. We can discuss later how Minecraft Steve is in Smash, but what fucking era are we living in?
An era where fucking Minecraft Steve's a more household
Stop.
name than Mario.
That is not who they chose for their next fighter.
Have you not seen
Yes,
the
it is.
trailer?
It's
Dude,
fucking
Mario
I
gets,
did not
like,
see it.
yeeted into a cave,
They
and
absolutely
Steve
did.
like bursts into the cave.
He gets thrown through like a Minecraft block, and then Mario's like, "What's all that?"
And then
These
Steve
like
sees
creeper
a fucking
eyes.
creeper behind him, and he just walls Mario back up with the creeper like a savage.
Ah, disgusting.
It's so good, dude. And the alternate
pretty
skins
sure-
are like the what's is that
Alex,
Alex the
Alex
default one?
Zombie, and fucking Enderman.
My goodness.
Alright, let's skip to the creepier music, 'cause now that we're actually getting into this.
Here you go. I'll send this to you, to Ethan.
Okay, thank you.
Well, oh no, I'm not sending you the video. I'm sending you memes about how shitty it is.
Okay, I'll take either.
Timely.
All right, so we were planning. I guess our plan. I don't know if our plan is still on. We're starting on the top floor.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you guys are at that sure is a thing that's happening. Alright, so Jesus Christ. Alright.
Be a very quick
So
session.
let's
is what I mean.
let's recap. So first of all, running up behind you is an old friend who is gonna try to help you out. And that is Mr. Eamon, the cleric of Aristil.
At least it's not old bowl cut.
It's not the cleric of Abadar. It is the cleric of
That's good
Aristil.
news.
And as Carrick had to run off and protect the ship from trolls, let's say, Eamon showed up to help you guys out. But a general
Perfect.
recap of last time. So, you guys know now that a group of shapeshifters who you fought away from the newly founded colony of Talmandor's Bounty. You know that they have captured some of the previous colonists from both potentially the first wave that disappeared, kind of like Roanoke, but at least some of your allies. Notably one Carver Hastings, who is a Pathfinder adventure captain, who you guys thought you were working with for a long time, but turned out to be a faceless stalker, a double that was masquerading as him. Knowing that is where you guys are going to go next, you are kind of preparing yourselves while making sure that once you go after them on this other island, that the colony you leave behind is safe. So you'd heard about a sea hag who had taken up residence inside an ancient Azlanti Empire tower, which had a famous orrery in it, kind of a diagram of the planets that could move, something that could tell the future. The people who used to live here were part of a sect that worshipped both Pharasma, goddess of death and fate, and Desna, the goddess of stars, the night sky, as well as luck. They kind of took those two faiths together to indicate that, you know, the heavens have to do with fate and prophecy. You guys climbed the center of your island of Ancorado, where the colony has been established, went to the top of the mountain, which you now know is a volcano, although not really active right now. Inside the caldera, the big part where lava come out, there was a steaming lake. And you guys,
Science.
yeah, science. It's
come
the big part where the lava come out. And as you guys sailed across, you fought this insane shark killer crab that has evolved over the years to literally hunt sharks and grab them in a matter of seconds. But luckily you guys defeated
Weird.
it.
What's it doing in the middle of a volcano caldera? There's no sharks there.
That's what you think. I mean, look, Shark Boy and Lava Girl, that happened. That forever
Shark Boy
linked.
and Lava
That
Girl
forever
is a
linked
fucking
lava
amazing
and
movie.
sharks. But as you guys made your way inside, you heard some noises coming from downstairs, but kind of ignored them and decided to
Yeah,
move.
we saw tracks going in downstairs too.
Yeah.
We also ignored those.
And you guys kind of just booked it upstairs to the top floor. All right, give me 1 second, and we will. Is there any other questions you guys have before we really get into it?
Yeah, get rid of the captain. Shoo.
Yeah,
Shoo.
Get rid of
this
the
was his
fucking
idea.
cleric while we're at it.
He might be. What if he's a face? What if this is just a trick and he's a double?
Oh yeah, dude. You can't trust anybody anymore. Not even yourself. As I just
Not even the
pull a gun
DM,
on the party
especially the
members.
DM.
Yeah, especially me. Wait, no.
I just sidle up to you real quiet and I go, brioche.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they had a series of secret bread codes. As you guys reassure yourself with the soothing sound of brioche, we find ourselves in the top floor. So yes, first I'm going to go ahead and let's get Carrick out of here. He is not here. He's off with the barbarian securing the boat. And now I'm going to reveal kind of the rest of the floor here. At least the parts that you can see. Actually, you can... There's a low wall in the middle, but we'll say you can see everything.
What if we just run in full speed?
I thought you were going to say, what if God was one of us? So...
What if God was one of
Let's listen to our description.
Let's listen to that song.
Soundboard is almost loaded. Alright. A colossal device of jeweled, copper-lined globes, steel rings, and dazzling lights fills this room. The contraption, an elaborate orrery, rises from an octagonal dais at the center of the tower peak. The instrument surges with phantasmal depictions of constellations and cosmic phenomena. Periodically, a lens pauses, briefly concentrating the light of some distant star upon one of the glowing glyphs circling the perimeter of the massive orrery. Around the room, windows 25 feet tall and 5 feet wide allow a spectacular view of the crater lake. The copper plates forming the dome of this chamber form a mechanical iris engraved with arcane sigils. That, however, is not all that you see.
Do we see dead people?
You do not see dead people, but you do see someone there. And I am going to reveal them to you in a second. I'm going to make her larger than she actually is, so you guys can see the token.
Oh, she looks kind of, witchy.
I think we found our hag.
Yeah, we just skipped straight to the boss fight.
Hey, get that hard shit out of the way first.
Yep.
Dude, her feet look messed up.
How did you get to the tower?
The front door.
Interlopers are not allowed in the orrery. This is a decision you will regret. Hey, alright. As she sees the dinosaur running up, we're going to roll for initiative.
I was letting her monologue and just slowly advancing.
Hey, I'm talking.
But like I said, when she asked us how we got in here, I said the front door.
Oh, is she up on the
She's
actual,
up on the
like...
dais, yeah. So, like,
okay.
That's, like, the bronze base that, like, all of the, extending metal arms and loops and, like, spheres and shit are extending out of. She's, like, tending it from right there. I'm gonna say let's get Elorian a little bit farther back than that, because I think if the dinosaur would,
letting her go on, I was like, alright, go.
She's smart enough, the hag is smart enough that if she saw the dinosaur running in, she'd be like, nope, fuck this, I'm casting.
Let's clear the initiative.
Alright, give me 1 second. I'm going to clear up our initiative.
I just rolled. Oh, well.
Yeah, we all did.
Honestly, we're on the same map,
didn't.
so it shouldn't be an issue.
Sins
We didn't all
do it.
If you roll again, it'll overwrite the one that's
Dakin,
on
you're good.
there.
It'll overwrite it, because we're on the same map.
Oh, okay. That's a good point.
Get a 2, get a 2, get a 2.
I can't get a 2 because my initiative bonus is 2.
Oh man.
Nice try, bitch.
Alright.
There's motion at my front door.
Alright, give me 1 second. Let's get our friends and allies into the fight. Ooh, that is not what I want. I was expecting you guys to just jump in that fast.
Our bar did say, let's just run in full speed.
Yeah,
So,
we have one rule, and it's if they're monologuing, you let them.
yep.
You
As soon as I saw the
sly
dinosaur
dog, you
move though
caught me
too, I
monologuing.
started circling the other way. like to. I started working my way to the opposite side of him.
All right. So Amon and her. Okay, Amon, that could have for sure been better, but you know, you're trying, and that's what's important.
Zach, can keep your eye on him.
Yep. Though I'm not going to be able to do much.
Do you think he's
All right. Enzo,
doppelganger?
You're up first. Amon's like, careful, she has several magical auras about her.
How tall is this?
And I'm like, name a bread.
What?
Name a bread.
Just any, I don't know, non-bread?
Who the fuck thinks non-bread for their first bread? That's
I don't know. I was
right
under
there.
a lot of pressure.
Dude.
What's happening?
Amon
Look,
says.
Carrick sent me up here. I was coming up to the caldera because I was worried that, you know, we saw a lot of steam. I
Quick.
didn't want any lava to... Oh, God, we're fighting. This isn't the time.
He's monologuing. Send the dinosaur in.
She's like, hey, if he's monologuing, I should get a monologue. That is only fair.
No, we don't agree in
So
fair
it's like it's like a half wall, or like do we have to climb to get over that?
Yeah, that's what I was
that is
wondering right
a
there.
little half. It is about. It's about just like 5. Oh no, okay, a little bit taller. Okay. So up to like the actual platform, like where she's standing, that is 5 feet off the floor. The walls are another like 3 feet. So it'd be an acrobatics check to either climb or a climb check to get over them. But it'd be pretty low DC. It's only like 8 feet off the ground.
Oh, gotcha.
Are you trying to like vault the wall? Yeah, you would vault it, no problem.
Okay. And then I just wanted to get, because I won't be able to do a full round attack, correct? Since I moved 20 feet at just one.
Just one attack, yeah.
But
Okay.
she is flat still.
She is flat-footed though. 'Cause
Yeah.
she beat our initiative. 13 is exactly going to hit her flat-footed AC. And you get the
damage.
nice 24 total.
With debilitating injury. And I'm going to do Bewildered.
Okay, and that was
So
when
another
she
minus
loses
2.
AC?
Yep, minus 2 to AC, and then minus 4 for me.
Okay. All
I
right.
figured that'd be better than trying to debilitate her physical attacks, which I don't imagine she's going to be doing many of.
You never know.
All right, so it is her turn now. This is Helicateri, the sea hag, who you guys have heard a little bit about from the various aquatic creatures. She is going to what's her first mood gonna be? All right. Well, first, I'm gonna have everybody give me a perception check as you are looking around the room.
Got it, boss. Where's my perception? 19. Damn it.
All right, you guys
Hold on one
see swooping in through the iris. These are going to act on her turn. 2 beings fly down.
Oh.
I'm going to make them kind of larger so you guys can get a better look at them.
Oh.
Oh.
It's like a skeleton candle.
Yeah, they fly
Hey.
through that like metal iris up there.
You lied to me.
What?
When I said that I see dead people, you said no.
How do you know they're people? How do you know they're even
Those are-
undead? You don't?
Bitch, that's like a skeleton thing. That's
Alright.
So
like
did she
blood
summon them, or
elemental.
did they just now show up?
She as a free action, she kind of like called them down. They were already here. They were
Oh.
like floating outside the dome. So they are each going to make 1 touch attack on Sin. Sin, what's your touch AC? Okay, only
15.
1 is gonna hit.
Although he does get a +2 dodge bonus against light weapons, so if they're a natural attack, then that's a light
This
weapon.
is a natural attack, so one of them will still hit, but that was closer.
Okay.
All right. So as it just kind of like reaches these, It looks like it's made of like a red, like bloody mist, and it kind of just reaches these claws into your chest and just like grips your still beating heart. You are gonna take 2 Constitution damage.
Oh.
Yes, you think me undefended? You think my sanctum will be easy to leave alive? Never.
That's 7 HP, dude.
All right.
So I do -2 Constitution
so
and -7 HP.
Once you
-7 max
subtract your
HP.
Constitution, it should automatically do it on the character sheet. Because it's basically like removing the con you would get from being this level and having 2 con higher, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. It didn't change it on there,
Alright.
but I'll do it manually.
She is going to...
It's only your max HP that goes down, not your current.
Perfect.
Okay, how many can she get? She's really only going to be able to get a Lorraine, but that's probably worth it, she would think. So she 5-foot step back. She's going to turn towards a Lorraine. Boom! This blast of rainbow color just emanates from her hand. I'm going to need a Lorraine to make a will save.
Spell resistance.
Oh, he has
this is
spell
it.
resistance now, too, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not very high, is it?
What is his spell resistance?
12.
Okay, that is going to make it.
Okay. And you said will save?
Yeah, this is a will save.
Well, goodbye, everybody.
He does have a +4 morale bonus on will saves versus enchantment. I don't know if that helps.
That's not a
This
bad
is an
will roll, though.
illusion one.
Okay.
He does have... How many hit dice does he have now?
He is at
6.
I believe he should be something around 6. Alright, almost got our soundboard ready.
Oh, hey, Ethan, because your max
yeah.
health went down to 44,
Yes,
your
he is
current
at
health
6.
goes to 44.
Okay, so he is gonna have the least effective he could be by this spell, but he is gonna be stunned for 1 round.
Gotcha. Okay.
But that is going to be her turn. Alright, in that case we are moving on. We are going to move on to Crenshaw.
I'll step up and cast Greater Magic Fang on him.
Greater Magic Fang. Alright. There's a glow of green nature magic as his mouth kind of has these like filtered lines of green light kind of fading out between the fangs into the room. And that is going... Do you want to do anything else?
Nope, that's gonna be it. Just
Okay.
Great.
Alright, Dakin, it is your turn.
I will use a bonus action, or not a bonus action, sorry, a swift action to start my bardic performance for courage. Then I'm gonna step over to here, and then I will cast haste.
Ooh. Hell
That'll
yeah,
get
dude.
that'll get all 3 of us, or all 4 of us.
Alright. So there is this kind of greenish mist billows out from your hands, wrapping around all of your allies. You all feel your movements quicken. Seems like the room kind of slows down. Sin, you see like these misty figures like going slower as your relative time speeds up. Are you also going to do your performance, I assume?
I did. That's my bonus action.
Oh, that's the... Okay, gotcha. Okay, cool. So that is going to be Aemon. He is seeing that Sin is kind of in danger here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, he's going to make an acrobatics check to try to get up here. Succeeds on a 19 on the die. And he casts the spell before he run over, so he touches his hand to you, and in a blast of holy light, your skin hardens with bark around your body as he casts bark skin on you for a +2 AC.
Perfect.
And that is going to bring us to Alorian. Yeah, he's going to be here to just kind of deal out some buffs for sure.
So he's stunned because of the... I'm assuming it was color spray.
All right, there we go. I got the... Yeah, he is stunned. It was color spray, yes. That brings us to Sin again. Also, if anyone on their turn would retroactively like to make a knowledge check.
Yeah. Which knowledge?
Give me a knowledge dungeoneering check.
19.
That is enough to beat their
28.
CR. Oh my lord. Sin, as this thing grips your heart, you're just like, oh fuck, it's vampiric mist. This cloud of crimson vapor reeks of fresh blood, and can reach out with claws. They're often mistaken for vampires when they go into their like gaseous forms, but they are in fact a strange type of air elemental, kind of like beings from the elemental plane of air that took on this aberrant life and kind of split away from the actual elemental, subspecies. They're somewhat intelligent, and they don't usually form big groups, but they have been known to be kind of coaxed into service from more powerful evil casters. With a 28, you're going to know damn near all their stuff. So for one, you would know that they... this is something I didn't actually do. So Sin, you're also taking bleed damage right now. It is 1 bleed damage. So you know that their claws will give bleed damage. You know that they can do this blood siphon thing, which is where he took your con. If he had any health down, he would have regained health from that. They have an ability where if they gorge on enough blood quickly enough, they can like overdose on it, but it'll temporarily make them more powerful.
Oh.
That's about all the important stuff.
You guys got any of that blood?
Vulnerability to y'all got any more of that blood? The vulnerability to fire was like the biggest weakness you would have sussed out from that.
Cool. Looks around at a party, no fire, got it. Cool.
Cool. No doubt. Oh, all right. We got our soundboard up and going. Hell yeah. When there's no fire around, just got the... Oh man, I was trying to make a... There we go.
Are they incorporeal?
They're actually not incorporeal.
Oh, awesome. Okay, well that's actually good news for us.
It's more like they do have damage resistance, but it's like the damage resistance that like a water elemental would have.
We know what the resistance is to, like what
DR,
breaks it.
Yeah, with 28, it's DR5 magic.
Okay.
You would also, they are, however, amorphous, so sneak attacks don't work on them. And critical hits.
Oof.
Apart from that, though, they are not incredibly HP heavy creatures.
Slice and dice time.
Alright, so now it actually is Sin's turn, now that we've kind of learned all we can about these vampiric mists. And this is the left one, right?
Correct. And since I'm hasted, that's the third one's for the haste.
Oh, okay, hell yeah. Okay, so we got 3 attacks. Those are
15,
all going
14,
to hit.
21.
Those are all going to hit. For... is your dagger magical now?
No.
Okay. So we'll have slight damage reduction going on. It is still going to take about 12 damage as you just shing, shing, shing. You quickly realize that these things are, you know they're not undead, they're not incorporeal, and that you can take them down with blades and magic. As like you slice through them, spatters of like the blood mist kind of flick onto the orrery, going off at different angles. And that is going to bring us back to our caster. So the hag is going to take a step back here again, 5-foot step. And
Ben,
yes.
Ben, real quick. on your stream, you may want to check it out. I think it's showing your image just above everything that says stream starting soon.
Whoops. Thank you. Didn't see that.
You're welcome, honey bun.
I appreciate that. That's why you can tell I'm new. All right. Cool. So, you can make a spellcraft check to kind of suss out what she's about to do. However, as she holds her hands up, kind of brings them in a circle, you see a lot of the starlight that's kind of filtering in through this orrery begin to dim, as what seems to get strangely brighter is the black void between the stars.
Is she casting a spell?
It is not a spell.
Oh, okay.
She is going to point towards, while he's still frozen, kind of trying to take advantage of this, she's going to point towards Alorian. And the light of the kind of the stars and the sun seems to be sapped away from Alorian, leaving him kind of black and white as the coldness of the void washes over him. Give me a fortitude save.
Is it a spell-like ability? Because then it would still be spell-resisted.
This counts as a supernatural ability.
Okay, gotcha.
Alright, so... Oh, yeah, I mean,
Something
nat
tells me
20 on the
he's gonna
fortitude
be all right.
save. You are absolutely going to be fine. He is going to take 21 would be full, so he's going to take 10 cold damage.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure he does have cold resist. Let me check.
If he's
cold
celestial, he
resist 5.
should have 5, yeah. So only, only 5 of that.
Of,
As she just, like...
of course he does.
His celestial blood briefly, like, flares up, kind of, like, relighting the room, as you see the sea hag, Helicotarius, just, like, her face just kind of drops. It's just like, what the fuck is happening? What is this beast? That is gonna be Crenshaw.
Yeah, I'll step to here and I'll just shoot at her. Or actually, I can't step. I've got the spear out, so I'll move down to here and attack her with the long spear.
Okay.
It is a +1. Oops, I didn't select myself there, but it's a
That's fine.
+1 if that matters for damage reduction. I don't know.
Okay. So you got a 23 for 11. That
And
is...
I don't have
Go
I
ahead.
don't have Bard Song or Haste in there, so that's actually a 26 for 13.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely hits as you bring around your... This is like the Orca Tooth spear, right?
Nope, it's just a +1
just
long
+1?
spear that we
Okay.
found.
Carrick has the
Oh,
Orca
Carrick
Tooth.
has the Orca Tooth one. So you just bring this, like, magical spear, boom, stab it directly into, like, the right side of her stomach. She, like, looks down in surprise that you, like, got through her magical defenses. And she takes that full 13.
Cool.
All right.
That's going to be my turn.
Then we're going to move on to Dakin.
Dakin will. Dakin is going to walk. That's not what I need to do. I will try to acrobatics up here. Probably failing. Oh
No,
shit!
I mean, you
No.
nail it. You, like, you
Oh,
kind
You're
of,
kind
like,
of a big deal.
grab the rim of that and just, like, vault your legs over, like, both legs to the right side. Clang, land on top of this metal platform. What is your plan here?
I'm going to stab this one.
Are you still bardic performing?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Yep. You do have flanking with Aemon. He currently has a mace out right now.
You only get one attack unless you're
I
doing
have-
a full attack.
But I have haste.
Yeah, but it only gives you an extra
even
attack
if
on
you
full attack.
have haste. Yeah.
If you move,
Oh,
you still
okay.
only get one.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm so used to 5th edition.
It's okay. It's okay. So the 13.
The 13.
Is
I
that
don't
with
think
your
will hit.
bonus?
That's
from
with
Bard
Bard
Song?
Song. It doesn't
Okay.
have the base. It doesn't have the haste bonus. The +1 from haste.
And it doesn't have flanking either, I assume.
No.
Okay, so that does hit then.
Okay. For
For 6 damage is you have the magical, that basket hilt
I have
rapier?
a yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that gets through its defenses, dealing the full 6. As you also quickly realize that a swift blade will do these things in with enough damage. You stab the rapier in, you pull it back out, and like a gout of blood sprays over the orrery. That is going to be Aemon, so he already got that first buff off on you. Alright, what is he going to do? He is going to... who would most benefit from these buffs? Alright.
Roll a dice.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Dakin.
Go with Sin. Sin or Dakin, yeah.
Sin or
right
Dakin,
next to
even
him.
odds. Alright, he's just gonna keep buffing Sin. So he is going to make a check to cast offensively. Wow, he succeeds. Fucking Aemon coming in hot here. I would say he's not.
Wow,
I mean, he's
terrible.
not as powerful as the rest of you guys, like by a long shot. But he does succeed, and he is going to cast protection from evil on Sin.
Nice.
And that is going to be his full... yeah, so he's just going to stay there and try to take some hits, too. So that'll be his full turn. Alright, that brings us back to Elorian, who is no longer frozen. Fucking rip
And he has
this
10-foot
boss.
reach,
Oh, God.
so
Fuck. Jesus.
he's just gonna... Actually, you know what? He's gonna go ahead and 5-foot step, because it's a free action anyway. And then...
Get right up on his kill.
yeah, and then he's gonna smite her.
I mean, yeah, it takes hold. She's not exactly a good egg.
Okay. Just making sure. And then this has the haste built in and everything, so...
No, we're the bad guys.
Well, then. Okay, so that's going to be...
Oh, it says Crenshaw. I didn't change to Elorian. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. So his fangs and claws begin to glow with this white light, mimicking the stars up above that are being projected throughout the magical orrery. And as she looks on in horror, seeing what is essentially celestial magic countering her void, like space magic, he is going to lay into her, and this is going to be close. This might be her completely done.
He did have a crit threat with the claw. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, roll again for the crit threat. But I think it's not going to matter with that last claw anyway.
Be at 21.
That would have confirmed. It just shreds her. So the first claws just take off her head, just kind of bat it from her body, and before it can crumple, he just pounces on her and savages the sea hag. She is full dead.
Good boy.
Well, that escalated quickly.
To be fair, that would have been her next move. She was going to try to cast Murderous Command on Elorian. So,
I'm waiting for it. I'm
Someday.
feeling it coming.
yeah, Elorian is going to be both your greatest ally and I'm sure your worst enemy at some point in this campaign.
My worst liability too. Yeah, I need to get a saddle so he can turn and kill me while I'm on top of him.
Oh no. Sin, it is your turn. The both vampiric mists are still for sure hostile. They're very active right now.
I'm gonna go for that one on the left again.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do
we're definitely
another full
counting that
round.
as flanking because this dinosaur is towering over that wall.
Ooh, that's really.
And that's with all the bonuses.
It's too bad they can't be sneak attacked.
They cannot be sneak attacked, unfortunately. So that's going to be miss on the first one, hit, for a total, but your daggers are not magical, so we're going to reduce that.
Correct.
Okay, it is still alive, but you are chipping away at its health as it continues to bleed. Alright, let's move on to...
Did
not
they
the dead
go
sea
last
hag.
turn?
Oh, sorry, they should have gone on her turn when she did that thing. So they are both going to roll to attack. This time, one is going for Dakin, one is going for Sin. We're going to start with Dakin. Dakin, what is your touch AC?
Oh god. I mean, 12.
Okay, it is going to hit you.
Yeah.
First, you're going to take... You're taking 6 bleed damage every turn.
Oh.
Ooh, man.
And you are going to also be taking... You take 3 con damage as well. As it reaches its hand in your chest, just like it did Sin, your heart, you feel like, your heart, like, palpitating. And you see that some of your blood kind of, like, comes out into the air in these floating droplets and, like, assembles into the vampiric mist on the right as it partially heals itself. Next is going to be the one that is going for Sin. That one is going to be a miss on a nat 1. Sin, dodge out of the way. You are, like, protected from this evil in front of you. You have the skin of a tree that Aemon has bestowed on you via his nature deity. And with that, how are you going to mess these things up? Oh, you already went, sorry. So that's going to be Crenshaw. How are you going to mess these things up?
I'll come over to the staircase.
Okay,
and...
I'll move her body out of the way here.
Oh, no, I wanted to be over here anyway. I think
okay.
this gives me flanking. Does this give me flanking?
Can you draw a line through to him? Yeah, that gives you flanking.
Okay. All right. So add 5 to hit and 2 to damage.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, never mind.
You, like, line it up like, oh, yeah, let's take these things apart. And you just fully stab the metal wall protecting the orrery.
Oh, yeah.
There's just this big old, like, clang.
I just look over at Alorian and I say, don't judge me.
And Alorian just, like, tilts its head, but you can see mirth in the dinosaur's eyes. Dakin, as this thing withdraws its bloodied clawy hand out of your chest, what are your thoughts?
I'm going to cure light on myself.
Might want to cast defensively, otherwise you're going to provoke a couple of
yeah.
Yeah.
I have to cast.
Do you want to, like,
defensively.
acrobatics off there to try to get away from them first?
No, I need to. How do you cast defensively? It's concentration.
That'd be a concentration check.
That's definitely going to make it.
That is a success. I mean, that's you did light wounds. Yeah, it's a level 1 spell.
Yeah.
So this holy magic washes over you. Aemon nods and approves, seeing the skills of a fellow healer. As you would heal for 11.
I only healed for 6, but it stopped the bleeding.
Okay. Yeah, bleed damage is done. Now that you have obtained magical healing. Is there anything else you want to do or move anywhere?
No. I think I'm gonna stay right here.
Okay. This is gonna be back to Aemon. He is going to attempt to acrobatics off of this and just back up to here. She succeeds, and now he pulls out his as he's doing that, he pulls out his bow, which you all see must be some sort of relic to Aristil, the god of, like, farming. As you see, kind of like it's got these, like, golden wheat fronds that are, like, kind of swaying in the breeze as if, like, an actual field is alive on his bow. So he's gonna pull the string, take a shot. The arrow darts directly into this thing, and you see the arrow kind of glow with a holy energy as it deals extra damage. He is going to do 16 damage to this thing as the arrow slams into it. By the power of Aristil, we can vanquish these beasts. Alorian, the other celestial in the room.
Yeah, he'll just open up on that guy. Let me see.
Yeah, just claws and mouth, like, pouncing over this place, over the, like, low wall. Just absolutely, this thing dissipates into droplets of blood that just spray all over the room. Alright, so that is 2 enemies down. There's 1 more.
And 5-foot step to there. That's right.
Okay.
I don't know if he can do that onto the stairs. He's pretty big.
I'd say, yeah, he's got, like, like, 1 gigantic leg on the stairs, 1 below. Just really a Captain Morgan type dinosaur at the moment. That is, I double clicked, but it is actually Enzo's turn.
All right. We're going to put this thing down once and for all.
All right, hit, miss. With the damage reduction, it does not quite put it down, although it is getting close to full dissipation. Crenshaw.
It did just heal last turn, right?
Yeah, it did. That part of why it didn't go down is because it siphoned away some of Dakin's health.
There's really not room for me to get up there, so I'm going to drop
isn't
my
it-
long spear and move action, pull out my bow, and then.
Isn't it its turn though?
Oh, I thought he said.
He is right.
yeah.
Call me out on it because I keep forgetting. I should have just given them their own turn in the order. But yeah, they were acting on her turn, and since I removed her, it
they
goes
went-
right
Good call.
before her. It's gonna do one last attack. They are powerful, but not very intelligent. So it's gonna try to go for Sin, even with his bonuses. With the magical protections from protection from evil and bark skin, it fails to penetrate your touch AC.
Boom.
So now it is actually Crenshaw. So Crenshaw, you drop your spear to the ground, pull out your own bow like Aemon, knock an arrow.
I think it's going to have some cover just because
It will have partial cover because it is behind the
Okay.
base of the orrery.
But I have precise shot, so that I don't take that penalty. So, and also Bard Song and Haste isn't included, so add 3 to this. It probably misses anyway.
11, that is going to miss. Is that with
Okay.
all the bonuses factored in?
No, that'll be 14, but that's not including the cover bonus either.
Okay. In that case, let us move on to Dakin.
I will, I guess, just try to take a swing at. I'll try to full round attack.
I just realized you
This-
could briefly see my dog's tail wagging up in the air behind me, but he's gone now.
What's my base attack bonus? 5? Okay. So I have just 2 attacks.
That was a good one. Oh, too bad they can't be crit.
That would for sure have confirmed, but even with just the first strike from your rapier, you jab the magical sword into its back, and it explodes into blood droplets. So we are out of combat, and we can actually move on to exploring this room. As Aemon just kind of like kneels down and starts praying.
You guys are covered in blood too.
I will come over to Sin and I'll make a heal check on him. Or no, I'll just cure light wounds you Sin to
Wait,
stop the bleeding.
we have a
Aemon
cleric.
does tell you, he's like, I do have I have a lesser restoration spell prepared if you all would benefit from that. I have a few of them.
How about a channel? Do you have any positive
Yes,
energy?
I specialize in channels. He holds up his like golden arrow necklace, the symbol of Aristal, and he is going to go ahead and channel. He's not a very powerful cleric, so it's going to be a 3d6. Wow, that was a trash roll. Everyone's going to heal for 8.
Awesome.
How low are people still? Or,
I'm full.
I should say
I'm only
people
missing 1 hit point.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
So,
everyone's
I'm
good.
Or how many does he have left? So he's got. He tells you he has 2 lesser restorations prepared today. He could hit each of you with 1.
I think Sin needs 1 just because of the strength damage.
Right.
Or con damage, sorry.
Dakin
Yeah.
got some con damage too. So I'm gonna go. This first roll
Oh, he did?
is going.
Yeah,
he got
I took
3.
I got
believe.
3 con damage, dropped my HP by 14.
All right.
Oh, we'll go with both of them.
This
Just
first
burn those
one
up.
is gonna be Sin. Sin, you're gonna heal for 2 con, which I believe is all you needed.
Yep.
That landed cocked. So let's roll that again. And you heal for 3, Dakin. Gets the exact number on both of you. As
You're
Travis does
exactly
his-
what we need in the party.
Powerful spells go off, healing him, reviving you guys. You felt your like kind of life force sapped a little bit, but Aemon helps you recover.
I guess I'll start going through the shreds of what's left of her.
No.
Yeah, you
Rifling
see
through
her
her
like
shit.
head is over here on the wall, just bits of her everywhere. But there is certainly salvageable things.
I will cure mod on myself now since I'm down like a bunch of HP.
Okay, yeah, do your healing, and I'm gonna get her loot ready. So let's see. First, let's see what you guys would just know right away. not a lot, honestly. So first she has 2 wands. If you want to make spellcraft checks on the wands, first of all.
This is not what I'm good at.
18
I'll
is
assist
going to
on
be
the
good.
second.
Yeah, you guys assisting up to a 20 on that first wand. That is enough for sure. The first wand is a wand of air breathing with 3 charges. I see you guys rolled twice, so I assume some of those are for the other wand.
The first one was the 12 was for my first one. The first item, and then the 18 was the second item.
Okay. And then Sin got a 17. Okay, so yeah, between all your rolls, you guys would know the second wand is a wand of expeditious retreat.
Oh, nice.
And that one has 26 charges. On what remains of her arms, you wipe the blood off and see she's wearing these leather bracers that have been like dyed blue and decorated with star-shaped gems and like brass studs. Give me a spellcraft check on those as well. Okay. So with Sin helping Dakin, you've heard stories about several famous elven warcasters who used to wear these. This is a pair of spell guard bracers. The bracers give the wearer a +2 on concentration checks to cast defensively, and 3 times per day, the wearer can choose to roll a concentration check to cast defensively twice and take the better result.
Oh, that's awesome.
So essentially, +2 on the check, and 3 times a day you can do like a 5e advantage on a defensive casting check.
Dakin, you should definitely take those. It'd be really useful for you.
Yeah. What's it called again?
Spell guard bracers?
Yeah, spell guard bracers.
Sin, are you writing loot down?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Okay. So there is one final magical item that she has on her. It is a block of transparent crystal, internally etched with 3-dimensional representations of magic. Give me another spellcraft check.
I'm assisting.
You guys actually are not sure what this is.
Dakin?
I will take a 20.
Dakin has.
Oh, Dakin's gonna. Are you do your once per day 20 thing?
Yeah, so it's a 30.
Okay, then yes, you would absolutely know. So this is a spell lattice, specifically a 2nd level spell lattice. When it is wielded by a spontaneous spellcaster who has the spell contained within it on her class spell list, you can use your spell slots to cast that spell as if it were on your list of spells known right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
In this case,
I don't think anybody can use it though.
yeah, you're a spontaneous caster.
Both you and I are spontaneous casters.
Yeah. In this case, it is a 2nd level spell lattice of hypnotic pattern.
That's definitely something Bard has, right?
I believe
Yeah.
it is on the Bard list. I will double check.
This is another really
it
good
is
item
on
for
the
you,
Bard
Dakin.
list for sure, yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good item for you, Dakin.
Okay.
I put the link in the Roll20. Alright, so that is what is on her. So. You all know that there is potentially still things downstairs. But you, without even really needing to concentrate, notice a decisive shift in the atmosphere of the top of the tower. As Helicateri passes, the stars and planets, both made of metal and the magical kind of phantasmagorical representations that float through the air begin to take on a brighter glow as the orrery seems to light back up with renewed life. Give me a spellcraft check.
Man.
All right.
I think Genzo got a 23 is the highest.
All right. So, all right. With you assisting up to a 25, that is the DC in the book right now. You look at the various arcane runes that, remember as I described, like those beams of light from various stars would hit the runes, they would briefly glow, and you begin to unravel what the Azlanti orrery can actually do. First of all, it is an artifact, which is a unique magical item. What this will do, first of all, if consulted for 10 minutes, you get +5 bonus on knowledge geography checks made to navigate or answer questions about outer space.
Yeah, I'll take that.
However,
You can't really take it. It's the room.
That's fair.
It is the whole room. Once per month,
it
can be used to contact minds on a different plane or even far-flung worlds, as per the contact other plane spell.
That's a very specific thing to put in this campaign.
Who
Maybe
wants
we
to
can
prank
use
call
that later.
Asmodeus?
Oh, dude, I'll do it.
Okay. Are you gonna try to contact somebody? Who are you trying to contact?
Yeah, contact Asmodeus, dude.
Yeah, is your refrigerator running?
All right, you want to contact the Prince of Devils, the Prince of Law,
Yeah.
the Lord of Hell? He has like 50.
Okay,
different titles.
if he's really doing that, I'm gonna retreat to the staircase and cover my groin.
It's just a phone call. He can't get you from the phone.
Yeah, dude.
It's just a phone call, bro. Outstanding. Okay, so per the contact other plane spell, you can ask questions to the orrery, and
Oh, perfect. I had a question in mind.
but it can only be answered with yes, no, maybe, never, irrelevant, or perhaps sometimes a different one-worded answer.
Good.
So like a magic 8-ball style.
Okay.
It usually is not
then-
used to contact full deities, sometimes demigods. But give me this will be a raw charisma check to see if a full-on
Oof.
Okay.
I cover a Lorian's groin.
You close your eyes with that nat 1, and you can see the flickering flames of hell. You zoom in, and you see the Iron City of Dis in the second level, the heart of interplanar commerce of the pit. What do you say? As you kind of can't really see more than that.
How do you get a squirrel to like you?
Irrelevant.
You act like a nut.
Well, you just
Then I'll
drew the
end the call
attention of
right there.
something that's gonna come
I'll
back
end
to
the call
bite you.
right there.
No.
How often can we use this?
Once per month.
Okay. It's good to know that you've used it on a
What
prank
a-
call.
Sin and
sounds right.
Dakin are laughing and giving each other a high five after that.
We cut briefly to...
I yell in the background, "This was not my idea!"
We cut briefly away from our PCs down into Hell's library. It is one of the two biggest libraries in the multiverse, the other, of course, belonging to Heaven. Inside, we see a low-ranking Lemure devil, basically a walking fleshless mass. I will put one on the map so you can see what I'm thinking. It is standing in front of a crystal ball, looking back out at the top of Nal Shakar Observatory. And it just kind of briefly, like, covers the crystal ball like you would, like, you know, a phone call, like a phone piece that you don't want to speak into. And in Infernal turns to another Lemure. It's just like, it's asking, it's some joke about, like, a nun. I mean, is this the work of heaven? Should we inform the lords of Dis? The other one was like, I don't know, is he a bard? Hold on, I can only use one-word answers. You hear in your head, bard?
Oh, I can only say one word.
No, you can say whatever the fuck you want.
can.
Only they can say one word.
Oh. Oh god, what do I say back?
Bard?
Awkward silence.
Oh no. Why can't a nose be 12 inches long?
You're like, click, brrrr.
Because then it would
the
be
connection. The connection's just severed. You say the punchline to nothing. All right, the magic of the orrery dims. The stars seem to shine less bright as its magic is taken up for the next 30 days.
It's like using a ring of power to roof your garden shed.
I had a lot of ideas of what, like, I was like, what are they gonna do with it? This was none of them. This was none. In fact, none of those ideas. 0%.
Listen, man.
This is why we can't have nice things.
With the bard in the party, everything is at least 1%.
Well, we'll be back in a month.
That's
say
fair.
Next we you know, call Saren Ray's bar or something.
Yeah, Captain K's
I
not going to
love
be
the
happy
idea
about
that
that.
Saren Ray, the goddess of redemption, just has a bar.
Is there a Seymour Butts here?
The gods are just gonna like summon their heralds to fucking smite this whole. The reason the colony goes away this time is fully just gonna be abusing this ancient, like 10,000-year-old, incredibly powerful artifact.
A planetar descends from the heavens and just kills everyone.
God.
All right. Well, we cleared the top level.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess.
That was easy.
It sure was.
That was easier than I thought it was gonna
find
be.
out a lot of information from her before tearing her into mincemeat.
No.
Well, we did find out one very important piece of information.
Oh? What was that?
This phone calls everywhere.
That's going in the. I'm gonna make a clip of that later on Twitch. Jesus. What are we doing? All right. Anyway, want to go back down to the second floor?
Yep.
Everyone, give me a sense motive check on Aemon.
Oh, okay. I don't even need to roll it to not trust this clear doppelganger.
Do we kill him now?
Sin, you start to draw your dagger thinking it's a doppelganger. Everyone else looks at him and just realizes you're looking at the face of a man who's like partly slack-jawed at this just what he considers abuse of outer planar politics. And he's just like, he's like,
tell it to Queen Doppelpopolis.
That was a lot to take in. Like, I know you guys are helping the colony. Don't get me wrong. But couldn't we have just called, like, I don't know, a demigod of one of the good aligned deities? Someone who works for them? Perhaps a lesser celestial who would have given us advice on this crisis?
No, I don't think there was anybody else we could have called.
I don't really know about that.
I don't even know what that thing is or how to operate it, so I really had nothing to do with that.
You know what? You got me there. I am more of a divine caster. Well, what's the plan?
What's the plan? We'll set it on your calendars, but we come back in 30 days and we try it again.
That's assuming we're still alive then, but all right.
Dude, we can't lose with the dinosaur, man.
Dagon's gonna pull out like a notebook and he's gonna start jotting down like names in the notebook, and it's just fully a list of names of people he wants to call and fuck with that.
We're all gonna die.
There's going to be consequences to this at some point in time.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
just
telling
a matter
you,
of how long it wants Ben.
at some
takes Ben
point,
to get to it.
some guy is gonna be like a minor goon who just got powered up by the Lord of Darkness because you wanted to make a prank call.
All right. So you guys want to head
my
downstairs?
full goal with this is to make a Ruins of Azlant an interstellar campaign.
Yeah, I guess we're going back downstairs.
This is worse than when you guys wanted to fucking go to the shackles to meet the pirates. I was gonna go to another fucking
Well, we
another
didn't want to meet
planet
the
in the
pirates.
solar
We had
system.
to go and rob the pirates.
That's
That's-
a fair
Well, hey,
sound.
man,
Totally
the
different
Fae-
thing.
All right, I'm
the
gonna
Fae
move
is
you
just
guys
another
downstairs.
planet.
What?
The Fae is just another planet.
The Fae?
Yeah,
No, that's a different plane. The first world.
yeah.
Are you trying to go between planes or planets?
Dude, fucking, we talked about this. Starfinder told us that the Fae is an entire another planet.
Do you mean the elves?
Yeah.
You said that, yeah, with such confidence. Like, yeah, obviously I meant the elves.
Yeah. We've talked about it before.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So you guys are
So
on
should we go through these
14.
doors?
We're going to bust through at the same time, SWAT
Okay.
style.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let Alorian get in front.
What spells do I have for this?
I don't know, but
Whip of
can I just
spiders?
say haste
I was
works really
literally
well.
about to say whip of spiders, dude. Let's go.
What fresh hell will I be subjected to as the DM next?
Whip of spiders.
Why? There's just the worst fucking spell as your bardic, like, energy spirals around your arms and forms these black spiders that just crawl off your fingertips, elongating into this, like, extended whip of spiders holding on to each other for support.
Alright, Alorian.
So, in this room,
Get in there, buddy.
a long collapsed oaken table litters the room, along with dilapidated and ancient-looking remains of several chairs. Looks like this was, at one point, a little bit of a study, is now largely messed up.
So is this like a banister looking down over downstairs?
No, that is it's a wall on your left, so there's
Okay,
some
gotcha.
sort
So
of
it's
chamber
another-
there still.
Kind of room there. Okay.
Through
Remember,
that door,
I'm
though,
in
you
the
can
other
start
double
to
doors, too.
see-
Yeah, don't forget to do the other side as well for Sin.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna bust. Let me reveal just all those rooms then. All right.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like what I see in the middle room.
Yeah, a little tease there for you. All right.
It's not the
So
kind of
let's
tease I like.
start with. Well, we'll start with Sin because he was already in that room. It's basically the same. They're mirror images of each other. They're both like old studies that have kind of fallen into disrepair. This next
Okay.
room, though, is a little bit different. An enormous marble basin sits on a stone dais flanked by iron braziers. The inside of the basin is caked with dried blood, and dark splotches mar the steps leading up to it. Behind the dais, an etched mural depicts the goddess Pharasma, with her head down, cradling the light of a single star between cupped hands. Desna is depicted standing behind her, arms wrapped around Pharasma's shoulders, butterfly wings outspread behind her. Opposite this dais is a pair of enormous stone doors, carved with arcane writing and geometric shapes. So
what
first
language is the
things-
writing in?
On the doors?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one second. It's just like arcane symbology. So you can make a
Oh, okay.
spellcraft check to kind of determine what has been carved here. And then everyone can make a perception check once they're in here as well. All right. Is that? Oh, that is Crenshaw.
That's Crenshaw, yeah.
Sorry, that's linguistics. I meant to do that.
Perception. Okay. Crenshaw and Dakin, right off the bat, you both hear coming from behind the double doors. You hear the rattle of chains.
Okay. I point Valorian up to it.
All right, Lorian goes up to there. Does anyone make a spellcraft check on the arcane runes? It is a bit of a moot point at this point.
Might as well see what we get from it.
You realize that this door was warded with a symbol of scrying. And you recognize kind of with the high check, you recognize kind of the makings of the Sea Hag's magic as you had just fought her. This was a way to make sure no one got in here without her knowing. Whatever's sealed in here, she didn't want anyone else knowing about.
Well, she can't really know about it nowadays.
Yeah, you think it doesn't matter if you trigger the trap.
It's like an alarm spell or something like that?
It's like literally like a scrying spell, so she could like see whoever was trying to open this door if they tried to open it.
Gotcha.
But
right,
obviously
then
she's
there's
dead
Azlant.
now, so.
Can I search it for, like, mechanical traps?
Yes, go ahead. It is not trapped that you can see. It is locked. But you think you could still disable it.
Well,
Or just smash through it.
Do you want to try and use picks on it, or do you want me to just have Valorian roar his way through?
Yo, I'm liking this. Just send in the troops. Just Just send him in full blown.
Then he'll just attack the door with a full attack, I guess.
All right. For experience's sake, we will say that you shred this door with those rolls right there. And I'm going to read you the room before I reveal anything. The floor of this massive octagonal room is etched with an elaborate circle consisting of magical symbols and concentric rings, even silver inlaid grooves, all stained with smeared blood. 4 supports in the room have iron spikes driven into them, connecting to thick iron chains that lead to the center of the circle. In the center, you see a being with 1 bloodied eye socket.
Oh, dude, that looks like me on a Friday night. So me right now.
Is it a Cyclops?
It's got 1 eye.
Or not?
It looks, I mean, you can make a,
It looks like it maybe once had 1 eye.
yeah, it is empty now. The eye socket is bloodied and empty.
That's just mean.
Is there a check to know what it is?
Yeah, give me a knowledge nature check.
I'm gonna say
And does Alorian
13.
not automatically eat it?
Yeah, are you holding Lorian
I
down?
mean,
you can see that he is
yeah, no,
chained to these poles.
yeah, no, Alorian looks like he wants to eat everything, but he doesn't. He's like one of those dogs that'll hold a biscuit on his nose until you tell him. So he's just excitedly waiting for me to tell him to eat it.
Basically, 4 chains going out like that from the center.
Okay. Well, I'll step up and say, "Are you still alive?"
Who goes there?
That's a yes. So we're colonists here on the island. We just took out the hag upstairs. Who are you?
My name is Heraclius. That monster has held me here for... It's hard to say, but I'd estimate around a decade. Only recently has she taken my eye.
Why did she take your eye?
It is my understanding that she believed it would help in her divinations.
Makes sense. Well, if we can get you out of here, do you even have any place to go?
I do not know.
Well, let's get you back to our
Any family that I
camp.
had here has long since died. You would free me. Just like that.
Should we not? I look over at everybody else.
I mean,
I say
don't
we
even-
free him and then have the. Let's also have the healer heal him.
can we sense
Priest
motive
heal
him? Sense
Yeah, you
motive,
can
see
sense
if
motive on
he's... Yeah.
If he was a doppelganger, why would he choose to look like that?
That's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing if there's truth in his words.
Oh.
You know, because it's a fucking Cyclops.
I don't know it's a Cyclops. I don't even know what a Cyclops is.
Oh yeah, 19.
Are these things we
You
should
would
be
know
wary
it's a
of?
Cyclops. With a 19, you would know that the Cyclopes are rather warlike. Way in the past, they were a powerful empire in their own right. That time has long since faded. But they used to be known as powerful casters, especially diviners.
Well, again, makes sense why she would want to take his eye. But
But
he's
you
not
would
going to
think
be of
that-
any.
I mean, with that sense motive check, he seems, even if he is from a typically violent race like the Cyclops, like the Cyclopes, he seems just desperate to be free.
Yeah,
If anything, it seems
I say we free him. This is definitely part of our mandate here, just to find other intelligent races and make allies with them. And if his people have been around the island, then maybe he knows things that could help us.
All right, he's kind of like, tilting his ears towards you all, like listening for your decision.
Yeah. Let's. How do we get the chains off of you? Is there a key nearby?
I'm gonna
Um,
look directly at Sen.
You guys exchange a glance. Sin, what are you?
I can have Elorian attack them out of the walls, but
You can see that they are secured on iron pythons, but you could remove them pretty easily.
Oh, gotcha.
With a disable device check.
there we go. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yahtzee.
you absolutely
Yahtzee.
fucking smash it. You like it's nothing, go from chain to chain, maneuvering your pick, probe, everything. Click, 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 click. 4 clicks in the space of less than a minute, and he is freed. He stands up to his full height, about 13 feet tall. Thank you. You ought to be careful. There are scrags in the lower sections.
We appreciate the warning, but we should be good. We got that thing.
I actually think we ran into some scrags in the blood forest. Could be one we know.
You know what sounds like such a great place to go? The Blood Forest.
It wasn't. It was really
You
not. It was a
all are
terrible
going
place
to
to
hang
be.
out in the Blood Forest.
Yeah, get the kids in there too.
That seems a poor decision.
Oh, I have to pick them up from school.
Okay, well,
So do you
Is
need
this
anything else before you go
a
on your way?
trick? Am I being... What's happening here?
can you wait? Like, if we get you outside the place, can you wait until we clear the scrags, and then we can take you back to our camp?
I can wait outside, yes.
All right.
Alright, so you guys want to bring him back downstairs? Out the front door?
Yeah.
What did they do with her eye? With his eye? Did we see it upstairs in the orrery?
Give me a perception check on the altar back here. You can see very fresh gore in the bowl of the stone basin. I think just with taking 20 on a heal check, you know that she likely ground up his fresh eye for a spell component.
And it's still there?
I mean, it's there's a few pieces of it that are mulched.
Okay. So whatever she did, it worked.
Indeed.
Can we get the priest in here to use up some of his spells to heal this guy?
It'll probably
Or to
take
stack him
something
one,
pretty
too.
major like regeneration to actually return his eye to him.
Yeah, he's like, I cannot.
Well, I'm not talking about the
return-"
eye. I'm just talking about the health.
Oh, yeah.
He's exhausted and tired or whatever from hanging out. I'm sure he's not doing too good
Yeah,
on that
he's
end.
fat.
You
Fatigue.
give me 10 minutes, I could prepare another lesser restoration and at least remove his exhaustion. But
Sure, yeah.
Why don't we have the priest take him outside and hang out with him, and he can prepare the spell? And
okay.
Yeah,
we
you
can just
probably
finish
don't
with
want
the
to be,
scrags.
yeah.
All right, he is going to lead the Cyclops downstairs. Whoops, took one of you with him by accident. So they're
Hey,
just out
we're
here.
going on an adventure.
As he just begins a prayer to Aristotle from the Parables of Aristotle, their holy book. The first gift you ever receive of your family. We all grow from the seeds of our parents' plant. As his body begins to glow with greenish yellow holy energy, as he prepares a new spell.
I am going to go get a drink.
Do we want to take a bathroom break there then?
Sure.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Yeah, that works for me. I'm good with 5, but whatever.
5 works for me.
I'll just
Oh, you had us muted?
Yeah, yes.
Well,
Honestly,
then-
don't stop doing that because I think Yuri here was about to scare away some of your viewership with reading his lyrics from Old Town Road.
Oh yeah, well, good thing I had him muted then.
I was trying to, get some airtime going while
Alright,
we're all
let me
gone.
transition us away from that "Be Right Back" thing that I made in MS Paint in like 2 minutes. I'm so high quality, you guys.
Yeah,
You're
Paint
so
is
extra.
definitely up there.
Well, again, I do Photoshop. I do digital design. If you
I
need
keep
anything,
forgetting
let me
that.
know.
Yeah, we'll talk after. We'll get some stuff going.
Yeah, I can give you an example of my work. No, I don't.
I think probably if I got we lost DeLorean / Crenshaw, I'd just make another frontliner, just because that seems to be what the party needs.
Yeah, that's
I
actually
think, yeah,
works
without a
out.
frontliner.
Because
pretty rough.
me and Sin were talking, and my next character, I'm gonna do my kineticist, and then Sin was either gonna do a fighter or a magus. So
Oh, well, there's a frontliner.
yeah, but a magus isn't really a tank.
They are a hell of a glass cannon though. They can put out
They
some
are.
insane damage.
I mean, literally.
And you don't need to be a tank if you just destroy everything
The
instantly.
first
That's
attack
a
I
solid
did
argument.
in the entire Iron Fang invasion, I just flew down and stabbed something once, crit, blew 5th level spell, and did like 100
Yeah,
something
that was a
damage in
wild
one
intro
attack.
for joining a campaign midway. Also, I realized while we were on our bathroom break, I did not give you all the XP that we.
Yeah,
Oh.
I also
That we
realized
so
that. I
crave.
didn't want to say anything. Here you go. This
Um,
is what I did for work, Ben. So this is the kind of stuff I do.
So you guys are gonna get some XP for freeing the Cyclops as well as XP for defeating the Sea Hag and her vampiric mists.
You mean the vampiric bitches?
Says the man who literally had one of them gripping his still beating heart. Everybody's gonna get 1600 XP. Sorry, went a little bit too high there, but it's 1600. 1600.
Crenshaw, what are we at?
39250.
39250.
All right. So you guys are already grouped up. I'm gonna bring you down to the first floor. It's gonna be over here.
All right, and we did know that there were tracks going in on this side. We saw those.
Yes. Are you trying to just burst in, or are you trying to go for like a stealthy approach? And yeah, that is the side that you thought the tracks were.
I mean, the building shakes as he walks. I don't think a stealthy approach, unless we want to let Mr. Cogsworth do his thing, which is totally fine. I'm willing to stay back, but Alorian can't really approach stealthily. He doesn't even have the stealth skill.
All right.
What do you think, Sin? Do you want to send in Cogsworth?
Yeah. Do you want to like scout or what?
Honestly, I'm okay with what we're doing. Let's just, we know they're there.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to change. Honestly, it's not going to change our tactics, right?
Not really.
So, yeah, we'll just follow. Honestly, let's just send in the artillery. We'll hang back, protect you, so that way he doesn't turn around and eat us. And then if he turns around and
So much
wants
fear.
to eat you, we will run away.
All right.
If he
So
turns
you wanna-
around to eat us,
Wait, he said that they were trolls, right? That were down here, Scrag trolls or whatever?
Yeah, Scrag, which is it's an aquatic troll.
Right.
If-
Those have regeneration, right?
They do have. Well, you guys have fought trolls already? Yeah, so you would know.
We
they
already
have,
fought a Scrag itself. We
Fire.
freed one, remember? We freed one
Yeah.
from the blood trees.
He was a bro. Yeah, he left. Yeah, you would know that they have regeneration barring acid or fire. That'll stop them healing.
You know what we should do? Do we remember that troll's name? Oh, we didn't speak its language. We couldn't.
No.
No, you just.
I was gonna say
everyone
we
just
should just be
waved
like,
at it,
hey.
and it was like,
I was
uh-huh.
I was like, we should tell it. You know, we freed your buddy, and he's like, we got him, and we're friends, but we can't even talk to him.
Has
So
anyone learned giant since then?
no.
actually, I have not taken my language for leveling up.
You gotta stop doing you little metagamer.
No.
Yeah, he is. Waits
Actually,
until
I
like,
think I
oh,
did.
we could use this language.
I think I did. Let me see. Let me count.
I was gonna say that's the second time you've done that. Are you sure you didn't?
No, I just
I don't
keep
know,
forgetting to
y'all.
level up at
Dak
the
and
end of the last
acting a
game.
little sus right now.
I forgot to level up at
Dak
the end of the last
is
game.
acting a little sus.
Let me see. Okay, so I've got
I'm
2,
not
3,
not convinced.
2, 3, 4, 5. Actually,
I would say you couldn't really add on the one that you need right at the moment you need it.
no, and you're right. But I do have one language, so I'm going to take Goblin.
Now watch, we're gonna bust in here and there's gonna be a tribe of goblins and it's gonna save us.
Well, see, it's a relevant language. We have fought goblins before in this campaign. Remember the monkey goblins, the very first dungeon?
You did fight monkey goblins. That is a fact. That did happen.
All right. Well, does the door look trapped? Can I perception that?
Yeah, go ahead.
21.
I mean, it looks just like a big old thick stone door.
Okay. I tell him to push it open.
Alrighty.
Anyway, prepare some fire or whatever. I don't know what scrags are regenerating to.
it was fire and acid. You guys would know.
Probably you guys would want to, get something of that sort ready. Wow, he looks just like the other one that we freed.
Yeah, it's almost like I only have so many scrag tokens.
Well, I guess this is initiative then, right?
Yeah, they're both just laying in wait. We're gonna roll
we didn't
just
exactly sneak up.
straight initiative. Just roll into the thing; it'll overwrite any previous one. I'm gonna
Don't
take.
tell me what to do.
I'm gonna take Aemon out of the order because you guys sent him outside.
You're like, we don't need no cleric.
What a strong,
Especially that one.
what a move!
Question.
I brought you guys in a cleric to help because you're 2 party members down, and after one fight, you're like, let's just send him outside. Fuck it.
Listen, when we questioned him, he said non. Okay. We don't-
Sin
we-
does not trust
It was
Tell
the
it to
first
Queen
spread I could think
Doppelpopper.
of. It was the first spread I could think of.
That's his fault.
Alright, well, fair enough. It's gonna go for Sin is gonna be first. Zoom out the camera a little bit. There we go.
Now, Greater Magic Fang is 1 hour per level, so that's on him. But the haste would not still be going, right?
With the amount
Okay.
of time you guys talked with the Cyclops and stuff, haste would have run out.
Okay, gotcha.
Because that's only a round per level. So, like, what are you guys, level 7 right now? It's like
Yep.
about a little less than a minute of haste, really. Alright, you're going to run in. That is going to be a hit on flat-footed AC. So that's going to deal sneak attack as well. Hefty sneak attack bonus now. Alright.
Oops, sorry about that.
No, you're fine. So he's going to take 24 damage total as you just run up and just stab it like directly into an artery in his leg as he just lets out this bellow in anger. Crenshaw.
I don't want to get in Olorian's way, so
Alright,
I'm just
now-
gonna drop my spear and pull out the longbow and fire at it with probably some serious cover. So I guess if he has +4 to AC from cover from that.
Yes, he will have cover from that.
Oh, that's what. Okay,
I'm
I
gonna
need
get
to.
some-
I need to write that down.
Battle music going.
I do
That'll
have
be
precise
useful in
shot,
our
so
other game.
it doesn't give me a -4
Yeah,
to him
so
being in melee,
you
but
have
he does
it.
get +4.
What about with casting? Like if you were to cast a spell from there.
If it's a spell that you have to roll
yeah.
to hit, you still have to. It still gets cover
Yeah,
bonus.
if it's like a ranged touch attack, it's still technically like a roll to hit, so you would still make it.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
but
ranged
with
attacks in this game are kind of tricky.
Flat-footed, that does still hit him.
Okay,
So,
cool.
arrow goes sailing right into him for 6 damage. That one's starting to look pretty fucked up with that initial arrow hit and sneak attack. Alright, that is going to be the pair of Scrags, or aquatic trolls.
Now Sin gets eaten.
Some of his wounds begin to clear up. This one that's in front of Sin. So he is just going to immediately go for a full round attack. Let me get some extra d20s out of the old dice jar. For those who haven't seen, every game has its own dice set, because I'm insane like that. This is the Ruins of Azlant one that I only use for this game. And it's both, I'd say it's treated you guys pretty well, and pretty badly sometimes.
Yeah, what do you think?
Look, you're all still here, aren't you?
No, one person did die.
Look, that's beside the point.
You already opened the book.
Yeah,
Look, you're all still here, right? And he's like, yeah, on my second character.
God damn. I think all of these are gonna miss Sid. Okay, just the bite's gonna hit Sid. Sid, you're gonna take 10 damage as its fangs just sink into you. The second one is gonna move through an allied square, but this is going to provoke as he gets to here.
Oh, that provokes from Malorian, too. Oh, wait, no, he's flat-footed.
No, yeah, I wouldn't provoke from him yet. But that does provoke from Sin if you want to get off a dagger shot at troll number 2.
Ooh.
And that is a crit. This is like fucking the Rune Lord session all over again.
Max damage on it, too.
Max damage.
Yeah, easily just slash across him immediately. Dealing a little bit of damage. He moved, so he can only get one attack off on you. So that is going to be a miss as you duck out of the way after doing a dagger slash.
Sin looks back at everyone and says, I got this.
Oh, okay.
You guys are easy.
I tell Elorian to shut the door.
You just hear, oh, fudge!
He'll 5-foot step in, and
this guy is lower than... Bottom is lower than left. Up to you, though.
well, he can actually attack both of them with a full attack.
Yep, he's got the 10 foot. I keep forgetting. Yeah, he can make it.
So he'll start with the bottom, and if it goes down, he'll just continue on to the guy on the left.
Okay, go ahead. Alright, so hit, miss, miss. So he's just gonna take... He takes 34, but he is still standing. Looks barely standing, but you see that, like, even as Elorian's bite attack just sinks into his, like, throat and rips out a bunch of viscera, the wound starts to, like, seal up with this troll regeneration.
Yep.
Dakin.
I tell him if he swallows one, he'll be full forever.
I will...
An interesting proposition.
I will, step right over here. Well, oh, God. Is it a sprint, or how do you double move? You use your
double
standard
move
action.
Yeah, you would use your standard and your move action.
Okay. I am going to use my standard action to move, so that I can use my move action to use my bardic performance.
Okay, what are you dancing, or what's your performance this time?
I will look at them and I will say it takes 2 to tango. Luckily there are 6 of us, and then yes, I will start dancing.
All right, you start doing the tango with the air. You briefly reach
just be the
behind you
Macarena?
and do that thing where you grab Crenshaw's hand and spin him around in front of you and let go. As Crenshaw just like eyes like, what the fuck just happened? And you guys are all inspired by this beautiful dance performance.
Do you still have a whip made out of spiders?
He's got the spider whip, and he's using like a dancer's ribbon in gymnastics. He's like spinning it around his body. Oh god, forgot he.
I'm like holding it in my mouth like a rose.
That might not still be around. That might actually be.
It's
round.
Horrendous. I have never disliked a statement more in D&D than I hold the whip of spiders in my mouth. Sin, it's your turn.
I'm gonna do a full round attack on this guy that I attacked originally.
Okay.
But actually, no, I'm going to try and flank him, so I'm going to try and dodge around to...
Douche.
Yeah,
Douche.
so, like, are you trying to go, like, that, kind of?
Yeah.
Slide between his legs with giving him a middle finger.
Okay, give me an acrobatics check versus CMD. That is, since you didn't go through him, you went around him, you can still get there, but that is not enough to avoid an op attack. He is going to swipe at you with one clawed hand. As you, like, do a roll by him, he manages to judge where you're going to go. That's going to be a 18 to hit, so you're going to take 7 damage as the claws, like, rake across your back. But you do still come up behind him, you get flanking with Elorian. So you get 1 attack. But that gives you the sneak attack, obviously, so. That is not going to hit, though, even with flanking. You try to pierce the dagger into, like, his back and realize that the hide there is, like, slightly thicker and the blade just doesn't go all the way in. That brings us to Crenshaw.
Okay, yeah, I'll take another shot with the... Wait, I might actually have... Oh, not yet. No, still BAB5. Yeah, so I'll just shoot once more with the longbow.
Okay.
That one's probably not going to hit with the cover.
That does not hit with the cover, no.
Okay.
You're basically kind of concentrating on, like, getting the right angle around your dinosaur, which you've, like, practiced, but that in conjunction with him filling this thick doorway is, like, too much.
Yeah, I'm not a great shot. I know it.
So that is going to be the trolls. This back one is going to spin and try to full attack our lovely Sin. Rolling like trash. That's 2 nat 1s and a 4, so they all 3 miss, and Sin is just like ducking back and forth, easily avoiding these blows. As
They're not trash. I'm just awesome is what it is.
That's very true.
Yeah.
And that is how we're going to flavor it. But the other one is going to unload on Elorian. See if we can get some damage on him for once. What is Elorian's AC right now? Stupid high, I assume?
Like 38.
It's 30.
Come on now. Okay.
Might as well be
1
38.
is going to hit.
No way.
It's
Wow.
on a nat 20. Does not confirm.
Oh,
Okay.
Gotcha.
He literally cannot hit you without a nat 20. Elorian is so armored.
That is awesome.
That is going to be a 13 damage.
Okay.
But that is the pair of trolls' turns. They're both going to get off that healing a little bit as their wounds begin to regenerate. Although the one at the bottom is still looking very fucked up. Elorian.
He'll 5-foot step and full attack.
Alright. His bulk shifts its way past the door of this room. Go for your full attack.
And again, he's going to start on the bottom one, and if it goes down, he'll move over to the left one.
Got it. Okay, so first one, immediately that thing its throat is ripped out. It is down on the ground. Very negative.
Okay.
The second one, claw number 1 is going to hit for 24. That one is still standing. Dakin. As
Do you
you
have a
tango
torch?
away. Huh?
I was asking Dakin if he had a torch.
No, but I have something better.
Okay.
Cool.
Go on.
I will 5-foot step over here. I will point at the troll and I will cast Hideous Laughter.
You have to tell a joke for that. What's the joke?
My life.
It fails. It's laughing.
So
In
no,
giant, it's like, oh, growth, same.
Oh, now they speak common.
Oh no, that's in troll. That's in troll, or in giant, I should say. All right, so he is.
Wait, they speak giant?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they're a type of giant.
They're a type of giant.
No, I don't have giant. Okay.
I was gonna say, God damn it, if you had spoken giant that whole time. Okay. Sin.
I'm going to.
Do you have a torch? Who is gonna stop these things healing?
I mean, I have a torch in my bag. That's
Okay.
it. I'm fine picking up the torch and starting lighting it and everything. Alorian will keep them in the negatives. I'm not worried.
I believe they're flat-footed and prone while they are laughing.
I
They
think.
just can't take actions.
Yeah, no, they're
no,
not
it
stunned
does
or anything.
collapse into gales of manic laughter, falling prone. Cannot
Oh.
take actions, but is not considered helpless, so there wouldn't be a sneak attack. Actually, let me see if you get flanking from there.
I don't think so.
Technically, no, but
No, I'm gonna say no. But you do hit for that 9. It continues to kind of like ooze out this greenish blue blood, but has not fallen yet. As it's just like gales of giant laughter ring through the hall. Crenshaw.
yeah, I'll go into my hunter's kit and pull out a torch and start lighting it.
Take off flint and steel.
Yep.
Boom. Flares to
It's up
life.
to you how long you want that to last, or how long you want that to take. But
I think you could.
I'm actually.
As
I'm
someone
like
who
in no
used to,
hurry as I do it. I look like I'm fine. Like this is under control, and I have all the time in the world to light this thing
Yeah.
up.
So for my old job, one of the main lessons I used to have to teach for groups that would come in and hire us out, I used to have to teach fire building with flint and steel. So yes, I think if you had a pre-soaked torch, it's like a standard action.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be easy. as
So,
shit.
move action to pull it out, and then standard action to light it. And,
Yeah, I think that
and,
is
then
more
I'll
than
take
fine.
a 5-foot step towards it.
Like considering it's already probably like pre-soaked in pitch or something, like a few strikes from a flint and steel would get that going.
Okay.
So you have the torch for life. This one heals a little bit, but he's so negative it doesn't really matter. This one is gonna heal a little bit as well. He gets a full round action to make another save, correct?
Correct.
And let's see for hideous laughter.
He gets a +4 on the saving throw because humor doesn't translate between races.
Yeah, he also got a nat 20, so he's gonna stop and be like, and just starts like growling angrily. But that is his full turn. Alorian, if you just want to dust him. Okay, so
Might not even kill him.
that is gonna fully bring him down.
Oh,
he is
okay.
gonna be enough negative that I'm gonna say we're gonna go out of combat for these two, as you can just
Okay.
run up and torch them.
Yeah, I'll walk up and set fire to each of them.
Yeah, your fire burns away their regenerative capabilities, and you guys defeat the 2 scrags that have been calling this room home. Everybody is going to get 800 XP for that battle.
Okay.
How close are you guys to the next level? I feel like you're
Quite a ways, like
quite a ways. You guys only like just leveled, so
11,000 away, ish.
hot damn.
But aren't we like past the max level of what this book wants?
I will double check in a minute. I believe you are about at the right curve, actually. Doesn't feel like it because Alorian is stomping goons left and right.
This is where he plateaus, by the way. Like level 7 is where he's at his strongest. He will now steadily get worse. Just so you know.
Fair enough. I mean, hey, he's getting you guys through a hell of like those could have been some very tough fights with regeneration and with those guys with the caster up there. Okay, so
It's almost worth it for me to take like I honestly contemplated like taking a class level impart or something like that, so we can like double buff him with some other bardic like buffing spells. So it's like literally our entire group is centered around the dinosaur.
yeah, I'm sure
Then-
that's not.
And
Yeah,
literally just
take
push
some
him
levels
in.
in Witch and just give him Fortune so he can
No.
reroll these 14s.
Fuck.
I'm just like
Get the
immediately
fortune
have
hex
healer
outta
who's
here.
Constantly healing.
Yeah.
him. We all just hide. He heals. We just heal him. We buff him.
Everyone
increase
gets
AC
wands that
and-
lets you do heal spells from a distance.
Well, don't forget
Yeah.
that the closest we've ever gotten to a TPK in this campaign was the one dungeon that Alorian wasn't here.
That's
It's
true.
true,
That's
and it
when
was
you guys
almost
got
5
hit by
bugs.
that construct swarm, right? The
Yeah.
warden
The
jacks.
swarm, yeah.
Those were rough.
Well, I mean, he can't do anything about swarms anyway.
No, but I'm saying that like we're so centered around Alorian's damage that when Alorian isn't here, we can't do anything.
Like, his damage is not anything that Rainey couldn't be doing if she was, like, really well geared and,
Also,
like, built for
that's
swinging an
true.
axe.
Yeah. Brief side note. Twitch channel's past 50 followers.
Oh, congrats!
So
Nice.
hopefully get an email at some point to be an affiliate. And that'll be nice.
What did it?
What did it? I assume the stream
What-
did it.
That's a good point.
Your
How many
jokes
people
to
are
the
watching?
immortal.
The joke. Yeah. that was
right
it.
now,
Yeah.
let me check. There's 6 right now, but earlier there was like 10.
Nice.
How many of those were my
Wait.
family? I don't know. My mom's not into violence. But if you're out there, Nance, shout out to Nancy if you're watching this.
Yeah, I'm sure the chat's riveting about my dumb jokes.
Yo, shout out to Nance in the chat.
I mean, I thought actually prank calling the Prince of Lies was
Honestly, that was really
that was pretty good.
that was really funny. It was better that it was a nat 1 and you got basically a secretary.
It's probably for the best, actually, that you didn't get through.
Let's put
be
that in
real.
perspective. That soul died, was reformed in the pits of hell as a flesh devil. The lowest ranked, just everyone in hell's like whipping boy. And he had to deal with a prank call from a bard on the material plane.
Using an artifact of immense power.
Yeah. I just like, I wish I hadn't died. Alright, so this room you're in right now. Centuries of disrepair and water intrusion have caused considerable damage to this corridor. Mold blotches the walls and floor, while the stink of sulfur mixes with a musky odor. A nest of filthy rags, damp cloth, seaweed, and bones occupies the corner by the northern doors. So that's over here. It's where the trolls sleep. You guys would also know that on each of them, as you have recognized it, is Helicateri has been making these for a lot of her servants, like the Sahagin you guys killed. There are 2 more necklaces of air adaptation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That puts us
Center-
at like 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the one that has been like mass producing them for her servants, basically.
Well, Ethan, if your character dies, that character's gonna work.
All right, so next, I saw you went into this little room up here. Let me reveal that for you.
Can I also, sort of use my spear and pick through their nest and see if there's anything in there?
Yeah, give me a perception check. From various victims of unknown origin, you do find about 153 gold pieces.
Nice.
Apart from that, though, no other like magical loot or things like that. So in here, where Sin just went in, what may once have been a small kitchen now lies in ruin. Humanoid bones, strips of decaying flesh, and clusters of oyster shells and tangled seaweed cover the counters. The entire room smells of sweat, brine mixed with a tangy sulfuric musk. A twisted nest of waterlogged cloth, partially dried seaweed, and gnarled animal carcasses fills the middle of the room.
Can I look around for tracks in here? Is there anything different from the trolls?
Yeah, give me a perception check as you look around in here.
That would be a 34 with Alorian assisting.
So you all would find, well, first of all, Lauren would smell a more human scent. And you guys pick through some of the tracks and detritus in this like old kitchen area where Sin is, and there is a beat up pocket watch. Doesn't work anymore, but it bears the seal of Andoran, the country where your colony is from.
So it could have belonged to a prior colonist?
Potentially.
Is there any inscription on it or anything?
There is not.
Okay, just the seal. Okay.
Just the seal. All right. So.
Do you need a heal, Sin?
Yeah, I was gonna say if you need heals. You
be the
also
worst
still
thing.
have
Dak,
the
you got
double
any more?
doors here
Yes.
and here.
I've got another 2 cure moderate, so I'll throw a cure moderate.
I've
wound on him.
got tons of spells left.
Okay, I'll let him
Nice.
throw a cure moderate on you.
I'll throw a cure mod on you. Should put you like 3 away.
All right,
And
there's
then-
a blast of healing magic.
I'll throw a cure light on Lorian.
Sweet, thanks.
Alrighty.
Wait.
Oops, that was way too much.
Oh yeah, 60, dude, 60 HP.
That's more like it. There we go. Okay, I'll check the door to the south for traps as well.
Okay. Give me a perception check. All right. It does not appear to be trapped now.
Okay, and point at it and tell him to open it.
All right. Pushes the doors kind of off their hinges, and you guys find yourself in another small room. This room contains the shattered wooden frames of beds and some dilapidated, threadbare cloth mattresses, placed in a pile atop which a foul nest of animal bones, seaweed, and other watery detritus is heaped.
Okay, can I search around through here as well?
Mm-hmm. You find what looks like it's supposed to be a headboard that the troll has made into a bed. But you
could say the
realize
headboard.
it is in fact a +1 tower shield. And it has the spiral and star symbol of Nal Shakar, kind of that like the religious sect that kind of combined the worship of Pharasma and Desna as this spiral around a star symbol.
So I just need to give Alorian proficiency in tower shields, is what you're saying.
Okay. We'll see.
I bet you won't.
I bet I can't.
I
Can
don't
you give
think
him
you can.
Slayer levels?
Yeah, you can't.
Also, you with that high perception checks, you would also find that this troll has hoarded a bunch of gemstones of various types worth. Give me a appraise check. See how many gemstones are here and how much they're worth.
Do we know if this guy had like draconic ancestry?
Which guy?
The troll.
The trolls?
Yeah, I mean if they're hoarding shit.
Give me a.
I mean, that's just what trolls do, right?
Yeah.
They live under bridges, charge taxes.
I guess.
I've never heard it described as taxes.
I mean, it is taxes. Listen, man, you gotta pay the troll toll to get into
Dude,
the
maybe
boys'
more
hole.
people would pay taxes if
Yeah.
if it was a troll.
Oh my gosh. You just
We won't-
did a
we won't
Always
get into
Sunny
that, though.
quote, and I'm
Yeah, that wasn't
I'm
always
a
sunny
big fan
for
of you now. I'm into you now.
Sorry, I got distracted. You would know that they're worth about exactly 350, and that's a treasure item, so that's full selling value.
Nice.
So that remains. Only place you guys haven't you haven't gone into this room to the east, where Lorian's standing, or down the stairs to the basement.
Well, I'll check it for traps as well.
Okay. Does not appear to be any
Consistent.
traps there. Yeah, a consistent 30.
Okay. Tell him to push that one open.
All right. Let's reveal that for you guys. Much
Sorry.
of this cavernous library lies in terrible disrepair. The stone shelves set into the walls are cracked, chipped, and split, and heaps of ruined ancient tomes lie scattered across the floor. A tile mosaic in the room's center, depicting a spiraling comet with a star at its center, has been shattered by multiple blunt impacts from fragments of marble slab shelves. What few books remain on the shelves have crumbled into illegible scraps of long-lost lore. Everyone give me a perception check as they examine the ruined library.
Is this...
Oh.
You were probably going to ask the exact same question
No,
I was.
I was going to make a joke.
Oh, I was going to ask, can we take 20 on this? Because it's definitely a library. It's something I'd want to go through really carefully.
Yeah, I'll say you can definitely take 20 on this right here.
All right, I'd be
just
at
gonna-
34 then.
I was just going to ask the same joke I want to ask every time I hear the word ruins. I was going to ask if it was something to be, like, pertaining to Azlant.
So, it does pertain to Azlant. It would take about half an hour to sift through all the survivable scraps. But you begin to piece together that this, like, remote sect of priests, philosopher priests, despite their unconventional religious beliefs, they were still fairly well versed in the school of divination. And they had made fleeting mentions in several of these scraps of beings called the Veiled Masters, who this sect had believed were secretly ruling the empire of Azlant behind the scenes.
The Veiled Masters.
Yes. If you'd like, you could make a knowledge dungeoneering or a knowledge
19.
history check.
19.
19 is not enough. You don't know what a
Oh,
Veiled Master is.
shit.
14.
Yeah, get your shit together.
Hold on, let me see.
I gotta put more ranks in it, guys.
Don't you have an item now? Like, wasn't there an Ion Stone or something we came across that gave you a
gave
bonus?
me to engineering.
Oh.
It was to engineering.
Yeah, and so I
Okay.
have a.
Well, we just got to
I-
get you a bunch more of those.
Yes,
But, like,
please.
for each of them.
For each skill roll.
And then we need to implant them around your head like a crown.
Dude, it's my knowledge crown. My smart crown. I'm crowning. Wait, I don't want to be crowning.
Wait, hold on now. Hold up. Actually, with all those checks, none of them are enough. You guys are uncertain what these Veiled Masters are.
Okay. Well, can I gather them up? Just for taking back?
Yeah, you can take the scraps that you're able to preserve that are still legible.
Maybe if we get back to town, we can talk to one of the people there that are versed in history. They might be able to tell us more. Maybe we should ask the Cyclops.
Oh, maybe.
Okay, do you guys want to go check out the basement?
Yes, please.
Alright. Let me bring you guys down to kind of the final section of the map.
I know a
here.
thing or two about basements.
Hold on now. Oh. My dog has sensed a presence. A presence he has not felt since. Alright, you guys are here. And by a mysterious presence, it is almost certainly the tiny little dog that gets walked right in front of our property every single day. Alright. So, you guys make your way into the basement of Nal Shakar. Alright. The stink of mold and sulfur clings to the air in this damp basement. A single arched doorway leads down into a flooded portion of the basement, adjacent to a tall circular shelf loaded with mushrooms, glass jars of desiccated insects, dried herbs, and other reagents. A small table outfitted with a cauldron and alchemical gear fills a nook by a large ascending staircase. A small workbench covered with carving tools and whittled bone and bits of jewelry stands to the west, next to a large table laden with scraps of paper and fragments of etched stone tablets.
Okay. Do we know how long we have until, this is kind of off topic, but do we know how long we have until the boat gets back that we can send away for stuff again?
Let me check my notes really quick and I'll tell you.
It just left not long ago, to be honest with you. So I think we probably
It
have like
is-
5.5 weeks left.
I believe it has been almost exactly 1 full week. So it is 5 weeks till the boat returns.
Okay.
I have a lot of money.
Yeah, we kind of built up a lot of treasure here, and I was like,
You will, once this book is
Maybe-
finished, get some downtime as well.
Maybe
Okay.
we're the dragons.
Yeah.
Boo.
Or you're
Is-
part troll.
Oh, shit.
is that a doorway over there?
It is. Let me finish. But if you get, while we're in this room,
No, that's the stairway over
if you
here.
all want to make a perception check.
Assistant.
So, you notice 2 things of note. First, these scraps of those like tablets and paper are a lot of the notes of Helicatiri. And by examining them with those perception checks, you realize that she must have been some sort of oracle or prophet, but was suffering from a curse that was limiting her vision of the future. There seem to be notes that she was taken, believing that if she could capture a cyclops, perhaps just keeping it in the tower would improve her own as well as the orrery's prophetic powers. Additionally to that, with the 26 and 27, you notice there is
I got a 32.
and a 32. You for sure notice that. All 3 of you notice that there is a hidden compartment tucked inside the curved shelves in the middle of the room, kind of right next to where Dakin is standing.
Hell yeah, B.
Check it for
Specifically,
traps.
Crenshaw, you notice more than what the compartment is. You, with a 32, know how to activate it. You trigger a specific brick and a pair of cobblestones around it in a sequence. It's 1, 2, 3. And the secret door slides back.
All right. Let's do it.
So you pop it open. Cobblestone floor slides back with kind of this hiss of escaping air, and inside is a veritable treasure trove collected by the hag.
The hag was part troll.
To be part
Or dragon.
So
off
close,
the dragon
so
thing
close
now.
to nailing your own joke.
No. We already switched from dragons to trolls. That was part of the last joke. You gotta keep up.
So to save myself saving a bunch of numbers, here is the coinage that you find.
I start slinging stacks over Lorian's back.
Cling, 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 cling.
Don't I have a bag of holding? I do not.
Yeah.
I thought one of you
Oh,
did.
yeah, I think I do have it.
You have the handy haversack.
You have a handy.
That's
That's what
why
it was.
Well, Alorian's max
so-
load is 16,000 pounds, so we're going to be all right.
There is a lot of other stuff too. So off the bat, we'll start with stuff that you are well versed enough in to understand exactly what it is. The first is a +1 chain shirt. Is anyone writing this down before I go down the list?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, cool. Second is a +1 light steel shield. That is engraved with the spiral and star symbol of the Nal Shakar sect. There's also a +1 short sword.
Ooh. That's good for
There is a silver statue of Desna in an embrace with Pharasma. You mean
Aww.
in a praise check on that, as well as the assorted gemstones. I'm gonna say with the nat 20, you get both of them off the bat. You know, the statue is such a unique design. This is a sect pairing these two together is so unlikely that people back on the mainland would pay about 800 gold for that statue.
Oh.
It's just not something.
Sounds
that
a
people
lot
usually
like
carve.
heresy to me.
It's not necessarily. They weren't like a heretical cult or anything. They were. It's just like beliefs that were not widely held. Like people were like, I get what you're saying, but that's not how we worship these two deities. The gemstones, Senyu appraised those at 550 gold pieces. Alright, additionally, there are 6 magical scrolls.
Ooh.
Does anyone have read magic?
Yes.
All right. So in that case, you spend a few minutes, checking them out. And Sin, you just based off of the various glyphs that you recognize, you managed to suss some of them out too. There are the following scrolls. There is a scroll of corrosive touch.
Ooh.
A scroll
Ooh.
of darkness.
Woo!
A scroll of delay poison. A scroll of fox's cunning. A scroll of mage armor. And a scroll of restoration. Full restoration, not lesser.
Oh wow, that's a good one.
Hey, we could use that to repair the eye.
I believe
No,
that needs to be
that
regenerated.
requires regeneration. Yeah, that's a much higher level spell.
Restoration is still a excellent spell to have in your
Yeah,
pocket, however.
it's a solid one to have. Okay, well,
Awesome.
that was
We
an
were
awesome
talking
little
about the
trove.
ship.
Yeah, and give me an appraise on her little alchemical laboratory.
Dude.
Consistent with these nat 20s. This is high quality alchemical equipment, not just like the beakers, retorts, and like Erlenmeyer flasks and stuff. The actual reagents. Helicateri spent copious amounts of time collecting rare reagents with plants, insects, animal parts, etc. The whole collection is worth 1,250. These are also valuable reagents if you are all to be able to, if you find her alive and rescue her, Alba, the alchemist, who you all know was one of the
Queen
shapeshifters.
Doppelpopolis.
Yeah, Queen Doppelpopolis, sure. She was one of the shapeshifters. And if you guys were able to rescue the original, you would be able to... let me pop it up so you guys can see her picture. You would be able to give her a lot of these reagents. You'd be able to make things very well. Very quickly.
Nice. Okay.
That is if you can find the original Alba.
We're gonna find her after this.
She makes potions of shield.
Yes, and there's the potential if you can find her that she will eventually level up to make better and better like potions and extracts and stuff. So you do see there is a open doorway leading down to some stairs into some water. So we're going to explore that last room really quick. I'll read you the description. If Roll20 will let me reveal it to you. The lower half of Nal Shakar's basement is flooded by 5 feet of water. Mold cakes the walls and ceiling in black blotches, and rivulets of water leak from cracks and crumbling masonry. The air is a foul mixture of musty and sulfuric stink. The wide stone staircase connects this lower level to an upper level of the basement. The masonry of the east wall is collapsed into the basement, revealing a natural tunnel partially flooded with water. So that natural tunnel is kind of leading out the east side of the basement.
Is the water in here just as like hot and steamy as the stuff that was in the caldera?
Yes, it is as hot and steamy as that.
Are there any sharks in it?
Give me a perception check. Just so many sharks.
So many sharks? Okay.
No, there are not, but you do notice with that 21 movement kind of hiding in the water.
Oh god. Alright. Orion. Go get it.
I'm gonna point out where they are on the map in just 1 second.
Oh, dude, does he know fetch?
He doesn't.
Oh,
He
damn.
knows kill.
You know what? I don't know that he doesn't know fetch, so I'm still gonna do what I'm gonna do.
So I'm gonna make one of
He
these.
doesn't take orders from anybody but me anyway, so...
That's fine.
Sees 3 of these hidden in the water. You give me
Can I knowledge that?
Yeah, knowledge dungeoneering is what this would be.
19.
19.
Tried so hard to beat him to it. That is actually enough in this case, though. So a single eye stares unblinking from an amorphous blob, a transparent pseudopod extending from the mass. This is what's known as a hag eye ooze. You would know that a hag who creates a hag eye ooze can see through the ooze's eyes if it were one of her own. If she created that as part of a coven, there's a chance that it could cast spells as well. You know that it has a climb speed, and normally is very difficult to discern, being nearly transparent apart from the eye. But you guys found it.
While looking for sharks to prove a point from earlier.
So I'm gonna say, if you would like to try to jump on one of them as a Lorian, that is well a possibility.
Well, he rolled a 27. What do we know about them before I send him in?
So you would know that they have the typical ooze traits. They're also immune to acid, cold, and resistant to fire. If they touch you with their slam attack, there is a possibility of paralysis.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. So they just got to roll a nat 20, probably.
Pretty much. So in terms of like ooze traits, just guys, if I need to clarify that a bit, like they're mindless, they are blind but have blind sight. Oozes are always immune to poison, sleep, paralysis, polymorph, and stuns, and they can't be flanked.
Okay. Do you guys want to deal with these? I mean, if they're part of her coven or whatever.
Just kill him.
Yeah,
Okay.
All right.
we're here.
Yeah, I'll have him step up and bite one.
All right. Left to right.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Go ahead.
Does he get a full attack, or is it just
I'm gonna say get a full attack because these things think they're pretty well invisible at this point. They're not really intelligent. They usually pretty much stay still in the water to like absorb their prey unless otherwise ordered. Okay, so 28 for 29 damage on the far left. That is going to do most of its health, and you finish it off flat-footed with these. So bite and claw one, take out the first one. Just kind of the eye sinks to the bottom of the 5 feet deep pool, 5 foot deep pool, and the rest of the slime kind of just floats away. And then the final claw is also going to be a hit against flat-footed for 22. It is still alive, and at this point we will roll for initiative against these oozes.
He hits on a 2?
Yup. The scary part about these is that hags can channel spells through them, but the hag is not alive.
Well, we really did it right taking this dungeon backwards. Like, we're running it all the traps she could have seen.
That's what I was trying not to spoil it earlier, but Yuri was like messaging me. He's like, oh, I'm a little worried about this. And I was like, I mean, you guys were right to take out the top while at your most powerful. Like, you haven't lost any steps. Now you're just clearing it from the top down. All right, they are going to get... Just double check their initiative bonus really quick. Right, forgot they had a -5 to initiative.
Wow.
Okay.
Are they in the water?
Yeah, they're like literally like floating. I'd say about like 2 feet under the surface, close enough that he could savage them. But they were trying to like use their clear body to like hide in the water.
Do you remember what the penalty is for attacking into water?
I believe with a bow, it is a -2 per foot underwater. I want to say something like that.
Sounds right.
So that would be they're 2 feet under. So -4.
Oh, here it is. It's -2 for every 5 feet underwater, 5 feet. And when attacking from land, they have improved cover, +8 to AC.
Okay. They have really bad AC.
Yeah. I'm still gonna shoot at it. It's got +8 to its AC from this.
Okay. You hit it right into the fucking center of this ooze, as like it looks like it like rips a chunk of gelatin out of a mold of Jello and like pins it to the opposite wall.
Okay.
It is still alive, but not looking good as much as oozes cannot look good, I suppose. That is going to bring us... I'm not even putting on epic combat music for this. You guys got this. Sin. Dive in there. Get in that water.
I don't know if I'm close enough to it.
How far away are you? Oh, yeah.
Could take a double move action.
Did you have one of the necklaces that gave you 10 feet more movement speed?
No, I don't have one of those on.
Okay.
But I will do a double move action and just hang out right here until next turn, and I slice it to...
Okay, double move action to get up to here. You say it was... Did you double move to get to there, you said?
Correct.
Okay. Alright, so that's going to be the Haggai Oozes. One is going to 5-foot float, really, towards Alorian. One's going to attack Alorian. One is going to attack Sin. I'll do Alorian first. That slam does not get past his defenses. Now for Sin. Also does not get past. You managed to easily kind of swim out of the way. Dakin.
I will start a bardic performance, inspire courage. Obviously, I'll 5-foot step over here, and then I will pull out my wand of cure light wounds with 0 charges, and I'll say, "Alorian, fetch," and I'll throw it right there at that one.
Boom.
That was it. That was my turn.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
Alorian looks like he sort of recognizes somebody saying his name, but pays no attention to your orders.
That was too dog-like. Like,
So yeah, he'll full attack this one, just the one right in front of him.
Oh, see, he listens to me.
all right. Just lay into the slime.
Oh,
I mean, just dust. Have you ever seen when they do like an experiment with sound waves where they just pulverize a window so completely that it just turns into like glass dust?
yeah.
That is this slime.
I assume there's just a flurry of activity in the water, and
Yeah,
then
it's
he
just like
slides into the water after
God.
it.
All right, that leaves one remaining Haggai Ooze. Back to top of the order with Crenshaw.
I'll 5-foot step and attack it, and it's still got +8.
Mm-hmm. Still gonna hit.
What are these things AC?
6. Normally.
Holy crap!
Again, the bad side of this was that she could have like scried down here and just been like smashing spells at you guys while you.
Oh,
explored
okay,
the
yeah,
base.
all right, yeah, that makes sense. Plus, they can paralyze people.
Yeah, if the scary, you guys got the nice perception rolls. Like if you had tried to, get in the water or whatever, and they had gotten you and paralyzed you, that's like a potential drowning. Is the real danger. It's just one of those monsters where it's like it's very, very deadly if the situation like goes right.
Looking at you, mud elementals.
All right, so it's gonna take that 10 damage. Sin.
I'm going to do a full round attack on Mr. Jellyfish here.
A lot of green in those rolls.
Lot of
Yeah.
blue.
Okay, so
What does the blue mean?
Blue means that you rolled a nat 1 and you rolled a 6.
it means you rolled like
minimum.
Okay.
min max.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So sneak attack doesn't happen because it's not flat-footed. It's a slime anyway. It can't. Or it's an ooze. It can't be caught flat-footed. So, but it is gonna take 9 and 9 for 18. This ooze is barely alive as you basically like shred the outer layer of it. So there's only like the tiniest layer of clear gelatal body around the central eye. That brings us to the remaining hag ooze. It's gonna desperately try and slam Sin. Your AC is 16, correct, Sin?
Correct.
Okay, this time it is gonna
Good
hit.
memory.
That's gonna be sometimes it's good. That's gonna be 11 damage, and you're gonna make a Fortitude save.
Well, what level was the spellcaster? The cleric.
Do you mean Aemon? Do you mean your cleric
Yeah.
for the day, or
Yeah.
the hag? He is, I believe, level 4 or 5.
Okay, so you have Barkskin still, don't you?
Yeah, that's why he's got it at 16.
Oh, is that why it's 16?
It was 15.
Okay. Well, isn't Barkskin
Barkskin's
plus 2?
2.
Oh, then it's 17.
Then he misses because he got a 16.
Hey!
Awesome, because I think he might have been paralyzed there.
Yeah, you would have for sure. You were gonna be. I'll tell you right now. I rolled a 4 on the D4, so you'd have been paralyzed for 4 rounds.
Ooh.
I
but
just dived in there.
it misses by.
You'd have gotten
It's
eaten by the shark.
like clear pseudopod. This like oozy tentacle whips across you, and it just doesn't sink through that hard outer shell that Aemon put around you.
Captain?
Captain.
Oh, Captain.
You
my
swell
Captain.
with pride as you picture the tentacles of your Kraken druid. And with that beautiful image, Dakin, go ahead.
Do I have anything? I do. No, that wouldn't work.
Just stand at the top of the stairs there and hip thrust.
No, I could. What is the?
Do it. Thrust him.
Do it!
Can
Do it.
they have like rats in them, right?
That's just like
It
the
looks
art
like
to
A digested rat, yeah.
yeah, that's just the art to explain that like that's how they feed. That's just like the cool book art.
So if I summon a swarm of rats, do you think I could distract it?
I think you'd drown a swarm
I think
of rats.
you already found out that oozes are in fact fully mindless, and that would be like trying to distract a jellyfish.
Okay. Then I will use Mage Hand to pick up my wand that I threw.
Oh, and throw it again.
And
Nice.
throw it again.
Okay, you summon back. You summon back the wand. Go for it.
Yeah, so I'll just summon Mage Hand in this corner right here,
Okay.
pick it up, and throw it at this
Alright,
creature.
I got my whiff sound ready to go. Do a
Yeah.
EAB plus Dex. Yeah, plus Dex.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Or just a ranged
If
attack.
it's a improvised weapon, it's -4.
That still hits. He's got 6 AC. Well, plus 8. He's got 14 ACs. That still hits. So
It's actually only a -2 total with the Bard Song.
There you go.
So 19 to hit.
okay. Roll a D4, I suppose. It is still alive, but now there is a wand stuck in it.
I
Is
mean,
the
it's gonna
wand
try-
dissolving?
You see little like flakes of it coming off.
Fetch a Lorian.
Alorian.
All right. He tries to get to the wand.
Just eats it whole. It's like good bacteria, you know, got that like good bacteria in
Oh,
your gut.
nice. Now the wand's in Alorian.
Give me a reflex save. See if you can avoid swallowing a wand.
That's not something he would try.
Avoid.
I think
Swallow.
I think the wand would just drift to the bottom of the water, or I guess float. Made of wood. Why not? We'll say it floats.
Not necessarily. I was looking it up, and it just says that they're just tubes.
That
Doesn't say what
one.
they're made out of.
Which one? That was the wand of what?
Cure Light.
Did you buy that one, or is it one of the ones you found?
By.
Okay, good. Then never mind. There was some wands earlier in the campaign that it specified were like white oak, but
That one was made of unicorn horn.
That one was actually just straight tungsten. It was incredibly dense and heavy, and immediately sank.
Obsidian.
All right, so you guys defeated the hag oozes. Give you a little bit of XP here, not much because without their mistress, they're not that powerful.
Dude.
everybody's gonna get.
Don't
Does it
we all
help
have
at all
that
that there was 3 of us and not 4 for the XP they give?
Yes, it would. But I'm gonna keep it just because I'm not gonna have the people who are missing be at a lower XP, so I'm just doing it for what I usually do. This time I'm balancing it out in a bad way, but normally it's good. I've been doing XP for a party of 4, even when it's 5, so you guys don't go behind the level curve too much. So normally that is like a benefit. Just this one session, it's kind of a detriment because you're getting less. But normally you're getting more than you should.
I'm fine with it, however you want to do it.
I think keeping consistent is the way to do it.
Yeah, I think we'll keep everybody the same level or same amount of XP, and that'll be 600 for this one.
Well,
that
I think
is
we did
all the rooms in Nal Shakar, though. Leaving you only one place you have not explored in Book 2, I believe.
Yep, we're gonna go after the Strix next, I think, right?
If you guys
Yes,
want to
sir.
go outside, here, I'll drag you guys to the top.
I want to get that Cyclops back to town.
Give me one sec.
See if he can tell us about any more Cyclops around here and whether or not they'd be willing to be trade partners.
Aemon's outside having completed this restoration. The Cyclops looks a lot more relaxed now, as his exhaustion has at least somewhat abated. I've done what I can for him, and I appreciate that.
Well, we cleared out the orrery.
Then I owe you a debt, adventurers.
You said you have nowhere to go. You're welcome to come back to our camp and stay. I'm pretty sure we can put in a good word for the settlers.
With that
with the settlers.
Absolutely.
offer, I'd be happy to help protect your burgeoning colony. My family, if any of it remains, is miles and miles away, across the ocean. I will stay here.
Okay. Is there anything interesting or useful you can tell us about these isles?
I first came here several decades ago from the Shackles. I was part of a tribe there. Very brutal life. As for these islands, I know that there are a tribe of bird people living on a nearby one. I also know that several of our number went to the island a couple miles west of here and never returned. We sent someone after them who also vanished. After that, we gave the place a wide berth.
You guys would think he's talking about the island where the colonists are supposed to be.
Okay.
Apart from that, we'd only recently landed on the shores of this island when the hag and her fish people tore us apart.
Well, we dealt with the fish people too.
He spits on the ground.
Good. They deserve everything that came to them.
So you just want to hang out here on this island? You don't want to come back with us?
If you will have me, I will come. There's
Sure,
nothing
if the
for-
colonists don't want you around, I've got a cave nearby that you can stay in.
Is it a nice cave?
Absolutely. There's some crab babies you might have to feed occasionally.
Oh yeah, the crab babies.
Yes.
Yeah, we haven't brought them back yet. I still have to get approval.
Yeah, we shouldn't talk about the crab babies to everybody.
A blind
think,
cyclops raising crab
as for
babies
your
on.
plan, Ethan, I think that was valid.
Awesome sauce. I'll
So-
share it with the rest of the group then later.
Awesome.
I forgot to tell you. I read through it earlier today. during nap time, and I thought it was fine.
There'll definitely have to be some skill checks and stuff in
Yeah,
there.
I think we'll have to work some skill. I think we'll perhaps next session we can pick them up from the cave.
Okay. That's what I'm doing with my free time anyway, so.
Okay, yeah, and if
I'll
once
be
we're gonna
babysitting.
get some time of downtime, some downtime after this book, so you could definitely do that as well. All right, I mean, with that, your new Cyclops friend, Heracles, I will add him to our NPC list later, so you guys can check him.
Hell yeah, dude. We gotta take him into the final battle, man.
Actually, hold on, I'll make a brief handout right now. Just so you guys have this information for him. I'll fill it in with some more of his backstory later. This is going to be in all players' journals.
Oh, Sen, do you need some healing? Come here, Sen.
You're awesome.
Let me just slap you with this little buddy.
He's like, come here, let me give you a back rub.
Mm.
That would be cool if you're like healing rather than like lay hands. You like slap them across the face, and at that moment, that's when everything goes.
Now let's play. Can Ben arrange his handouts in alphabetical order without saying the alphabet out loud?
He's a pirate?
Yeah.
A, B, C, G, D, E, F, E.
Oh, good. He's perfect. He'll fit on board with
Dude,
us.
Captain
he's from the
Heracles.
Shackles?
He is from the Shackles. That's what he was saying.
Dude, we could literally just take him home.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's a
We're
quest
not
to
going
take
to
him
the
home and reunite him with his
Shackles.
family.
Why did the book inadvertently give them more
This is
reason to
falling
go to the
into place. That's why
Shackles?
That's why I gasped when he said where he was from. I gasped. I was like,
I appreciate that you gasped. I was like, man, I really thought they were gonna roll with that one, but never mind.
Just immediately
That's
go,
also
take
that
him.
wasn't. I improv a lot of what's in these books. Like I add stuff on for you guys. That was not improv. He's fully from the Shackles. I couldn't believe it when I was reading it.
We're going home.
Going. None of you guys. You're all from the only democracy in the inner sea. You're from Andorra.
Which is why we so badly want to convert to piracy.
Yeah, it's really.
Yep.
I love that this colony that you join, like, the colony from like arguably the only democracy in the world on this planet, and you were like, "Fuck that! We're all authority to the captain. We want no say."
Yeah.
Proud Andorrans, one and all.
To be fair, like, we've really just been kind of doing whatever we felt like anyway. We're like, all authority to the captain, and then we're just like, let's open this door. Or
all authority
let's wander
to the
over
captain.
here.
Hey, could you just eat a spell in there for me really quick?
Yeah.
Somebody say yeet, let me get that freaking wand back.
Alright, so I'm gonna drop us back onto
The world map.
the world map.
Hey, before you do that, can you save my token to the character?
Oh, I was about to switch. Hold on. I gotta stop switching.
Hey, I got 2 more spells left.
Alright,
I
fuck.
can
Hold on,
toss
I'm
them.
going
Let's go
back. I'm
rescue
going
them.
back.
I mean, yeah, I'm good to go. We can sail right over there. Like I said, the magic
think
fang
we'd
lasts for
honestly be
7
fine.
hours.
Wait, am I just
Yeah.
Yeah.
saving Crenshaw or Lorien?
Just Crenshaw. Lorian's already right.
Okay,
I think we'll
give me
be
2
honestly be
seconds.
fine,
I'll fix it. Alright, Crenshaw, let's edit that.
No, we have so much stuff now.
Okay, you guys should be good. I'll delete the old tokens.
Bye bye.
I'm gonna put the fucking Cyclops on the map just for the memes.
Let me close my dad joke generator.
All right, let me just hop, skip, and a jump back like 40 pages in this book really quick. All right. So you guys want the same day want to sail on?
Yeah, let's go rescue some people.
All right.
Oh, I think we were going to the Strix next, right?
Yeah,
Yes. I think the rescue mission will wait till later because that's basically going to be
book 3.
The Strix location is like literally the only thing you guys haven't done in book 2. After this, we'll be done.
And if there's anything
we can definitely discuss some downtime. I think we'll have some time after we do Area D. You guys will have downtime. Actually, no, not yet. You won't. It's after you rescue the people you get downtime. Anyway.
Okay.
So as you guys sail, I'm going to pull up the map just for the stream so they can see. You guys begin sailing east. This is off the kind of bay where you guys had that emergency landing when you first arrived here. Kind of looks like the top of a bird's beak to me. You guys sail towards Area D, a different island. As you come closer on the ocean, you see a flying being begin to approach. What do you all do? And a lot of this is going to be theater of the mind, just so you know.
A flying being? Does it look like a Strix?
As it gets closer, it is looking like a Strix.
Can I pull out our spyglass and take a look?
Yeah. Give me a perception check as you focus in on this thing. Alright, I'm going to put it on the map and ping you guys so you can see it.
Oh, Jesus.
See, that's
This is not
feathers
what I-
have been painted. Its skin dyed and tattooed. This is a far cry from any Strix you have seen that is from Chilaxian descent, from Hellspike.
We did notice that the corpse that we found in the cave with the babies
Correct.
had painted feathers as well, right?
You did know that it had painted
Yes.
feathers. All right.
I speak Strix.
This one
Perfect.
lands down. These ones don't speak Strix.
What?
Remember they speak
Yeah.
that older language, the older variant?
Oh, yeah. Do they
I
speak
forgot
any
to
other
take my
languages?
language.
uh,
I'll just add it.
didn't. I added Goblin.
It was
Which is what they speak.
It was Syrinx was what they speak.
Okay.
But
do they speak anything else?
This one hovers in front of you and in a kind of broken common. What do you want?
All attacks on our colony to cease.
You and your colonists have invaded sovereign territory.
Well, it's ours now. Are you gonna stop attacking us?
The island was not our territory, but what you did was unforgivable. My people, under my orders, tried to send envoys, and your soldiers attacked them. They had no choice but to fight back.
Is it possible to have a peace renewed among us?
Peace.
How about take a look at this little dance my buddy will do?
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna shrink it up though.
Dance. Are you?
She listens to your performance.
You are a musician.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I think I'm a pretty good one at that too. Oh,
As
yeah.
she's flying, she puts one arm in front of her chest and kind of does like a little half bow. Musicians are much valued in our customs.
All right. Now this is a kind of culture I could get behind.
That's good, because we hate them.
Wait a minute.
I must know. If you speak for these colonists, as you call them, why did they attack my envoys?
Well, you see, we've been attacked by multiple different creatures between skinwalkers and, Sagan and even a witch. At this point, they were just scared of anything attacking them. Anything could be hostile.
A life full of wariness and paranoia only leads to a sad life.
Well, that's just kind of part of being a human.
She cocks her head.
Is it possible for us to have peace between our people?
That depends. Were the actions of your soldiers indicative of your leaders?
No, of course not. No.
Depends on the leader, I guess.
Shh.
Cocks her head the other way.
Some of our leaders have been taken and they've been replaced by doppelgangers. Have you guys dealt with these things?
She lands on the boat, kind of like on the prow.
Doppelgangers.
She like tries to think it over, like translate it into her own tongue. You hear her like muttering to herself and sighing, kind of this like guttural, like
No. But I do know that your last group all vanished. I saw lights on the distant island.
Wait, lights on the distant island.
The Western Island?
She points off in the distance, to the west.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one where we know that people are being taken to.
Yeah.
Well, that was our next stop.
Before your ship arrived, I hadn't seen lights in the colony in weeks.
Okay, so they came with them.
She tells her again.
If I could...
Oh, in weeks, sorry.
If you could guarantee that your leaders would leave us peacefully and engage only in diplomatic trade, I would be willing to bring you to our town.
Okay.
Can you guarantee that?
I think we could. I think they would be willing to listen.
I also agree, especially since technically we don't have a governor or anything yet. And I absolutely plan on having one of you guys run for governor. So I definitely think this is something we can guarantee they won't.
All right. By the way, my name is Scalora. I am the leader of the Sheshkadran. It is the name of our tribe.
We found a corpse of one of your people in a cave that also had its feathers painted. We could bring those to you so you could put them to rest if you want.
Are the bones still usable?
I'm really not sure what that means.
Do you not use the bones of those who have passed for tools? It is the proper thing to do.
We do not.
Well, I should warn you, if we are going to be allies, You should, of course, watch out for the Locathas.
Why?
They are untrustworthy and an angry people.
Those are the ones we made the deal with, right?
They are,
Yeah,
and
those
they
are the
also
goldfish.
said to watch out for the Strix.
Well, I think there can be peace between both us and the Locathas. You guys don't have to have peace with them, but I think we can be peaceful with everybody.
Well, if you could get them to admit that it was their hunter's fault that our hunter died, perhaps we could move past it. But for now,
Give me a diplomacy check to see how well she takes your propositions of trade, just with her clan specifically.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm used to doing it for the bard. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm used to him yelling 19.
Yeah.
She cocks her head, and her face splits into this, like, pointed tooth grin. She has, like, sharp teeth. And she says,
excellent. Then, come. I will lead you to dock next to Shesh Kadran, our community. It is always a pleasure to make new friends and allies.
she sweeps her wings out and, like, flies you guys to the island. So I'm going to describe what it is exactly you are seeing as you make a landing. The village of Shesh Kadran is a wondrous sight. A settlement of numerous wooden and stone structures suspended high in the boughs of massive live oaks and pines. All the structures are built around the base of a massive octagonal tower of glittering blue crystal that reaches into the sky. As she lands back to talk to a lot of you, she's like,
Something tells me they didn't build this.
Now, our culture values art and music and beauty. The important things in making a vibrant life well lived. I hope that we can exchange ideas and traditions of our culture and history. I must admit, you do not seem as surprised as I would have thought encountering our people.
I think after meeting, oh my god, I don't remember the name of the fish people.
Lokatha.
We met the Lokatha. They told us about you. Several of your people landed and attacked our guards. We found some bones of your people. We were pretty well prepared and thought that you were even on this island, having seen your flyers circling the island.
She tilts her head again. She's like,
Yes, but most that see us are uncomfortable. We are the only ones like us in the world.
I honestly don't even know what you are. But you can talk, and you didn't attack us outright, which is more than we can say for most of the things on this island.
We refer to ourselves as the Akiti Ska.
you all would know that they look like Strix that you have seen back home.
In your tongue, it means the people of the sea and sky.
How long have your people been here on the islands?
On this island, about 70 years. This is a community that flew off from the main settlement of Okrisha Katra about It's hard to say in your tongue, but 300 miles to the northwest. There, the majority of our people live under one village.
Give me a perception check as you look around the village. So now that you all are closer up, look at the octagonal crystal tower, about 170 feet tall, taller than all the surrounding trees and kind of treetop settlements here. However, now that you're closer, you can see that the top is not as smooth as it appeared. It is jagged, clearly indicative of a fracture. It looks as though this tower, while tall, is not nearly as tall as it used to be. You can also see, now that you're up close, what looks like, in kind of modern terms, you know, a little bit of metagame here, it looks like silver circuitry running through the interior of the crystal.
Could I roll a engineering on this?
Yeah, you do an engineering or an arcana
24.
check. With 24 on the engineering, you would know that based on like the way the rest of the structure is built and the crystal is shaped, it was likely once about 250 feet tall. So it lost a good like 80 feet. You could also do an arcana check to try to
19.
19. Based on your interaction with the being in those 4 crystal pillars that made the projection you saw in the Azlanti laboratory ruin, you can tell that this was likely used for some sort of arcane technological communication. It is like a communication relay or a hub.
Don't give it to the bard.
I want to take it.
I mean, it's like it's 170 feet tall. I don't know how you take it.
I've got a handy haversack.
Touche. You guys also are going to get, now that you've successfully landed with them and talked to them, organizing as enough of a piece, you guys are going to get 600 XP for this tentative alliance with the, Azlanti-esque Strix. The people of
How
the
much?
sea and
Sorry.
sky. 600.
Okay. Okay, are they willing to actually engage in trade, and what do they really have as far as goods?
She kind of leads you into her hut, which is actually lower on the ground. She is rather old. She is in the old age category. And she's like, she waves to a few people on the way, kind of pointing out people that she's friends with.
There is Kalik. She is our strongest hunter. She would be a good guide to show you around the islands. And of course, Orca. Barely a teenager and already revered. She may be blind, but she has been touched by the spirits. An oracle. Now, for our trade agreement, what is it that you need for your people?
Well, general supplies for living would probably be good. I'm more meant trade for like between us right now.
Trades right now. I could show you the arts we have to offer. All I really ask is an exchange of culture and ideas. I want to see what the world has to offer for my people. We believe in creating a grand tableau of life. As for your needs, yes, I would be more than happy to supply various sundries and food to the colony. It is hard to hunt in this region if you do not know the region. Is this
What
an
else do
acceptable
we need?
trade?
What was it again? Sorry.
Essentially, she just wants like people to talk to her about various cultures in the inner sea. You know, where these colonists are from, what brought them on the journey, what are things like outside of the shattered continent of Azlant. You know, it's basically just a giant archipelago now, and while her people live on these islands, they are fairly isolated. They're not like shipbuilders. They haven't gone on long sea journeys. They make hops from island to island. Like she said, this is kind of like a satellite community on the outskirts of their territory. But beyond the archipelago, they haven't really seen much.
Well, then absolutely you should speak to my bard friend here who not only is great at telling stories, but he also owns a bar that you should come visit with tons of people in it.
Yeah, we can't get him to stop sharing his culture with us.
A bar? What?
Yeah, that's why they call me a bard.
A pun.
Yeah, you better get used to those too. Those are a big part of his
Are
culture.
not entirely adverse to puns, although I
Oh,
am
hell
more
yeah. What the hell
loving of
are
a
you
good
guys-
sonnet or ballad.
Well, yeah. If you're looking for a good time and a good drink, I can offer one of those.
Which one?
A good drink.
I will take the story.
So as you guys kind of open negotiations with them, securing yet another ally, realizing that the ruin that you were sent after here by the Pathfinders is just that. It's a ruin. There's not much to find.
Of Azlant.
It is a ruin of Azlant, yes, for lack of a better way to phrase it.
Cool, thanks.
And having successfully secured the orrery, that is effectively the end of Book 2.
Hell.
I know we haven't played as long tonight, but this was kind of like a finishing Tuesday session.
No, this was great, man. Thank you for
Totally
running.
works. It fits
Yeah.
perfectly with what we did last week.
And
or
then
this week,
by
so it's
next
awesome.
week, we should be good to. I'll have more of like the Book 3 maps going and stuff. So I will say for downtime, you guys are still on the clock for like trying to rescue the colonists, or at least explore that third island. So there is no downtime yet, but post that rescue, there will be about whatever is remaining of your pad of time for the Peregrine returning from Andran. So like however long it takes you to rescue the colonists will eat into the remaining downtime. So as of right now, the day you have an even 5 weeks. And
Gotcha.
then downtime will be like the
So-
normal downtime rules. If you want to improve your bar, we could try to do some of the kingdom
Is
building
it-
rules.
Now that we have multiple like civilizations that we're trade partners with, are they people that we can buy and sell gear from?
So the Lokatha have a lot more gear, as it were. These ones are more cultural and more of like an ally to have. The
Well, then can we sell it to them
are
for coin?
You could try to purchase some stuff with them, or try to sell some stuff if you could like think that they might be interested in it. It's particularly like art items and things might be
Yeah.
a good deal with these guys.
So-
Additionally, the Lokatha, I don't know if the stats, and I can check the stats in a second, but they are not just hunters, they're like underwater scavengers as well. So if you go to them, there is a % chance that they will have a magical item that you want that is, I believe, worth 7,500 or less.
Could you put out like what it's available like gold wise and % chances like on a handout so that we know like what to reference it?
Yes, let me check the Lokatha. Okay, so the Lokatha, I'm gonna make a handout right now really quick. Okay, so it is a bit more complicated than that, but they are the ones who, they essentially serve as a nomadic marketplace on these islands. And I'm going to make a handout for the Lokatha store, we'll call it. Actually,
By the way, I came up with a long-term plan that I wanted to run by you as well.
Okay.
As far as stuff. So
I'll edit these handouts later, but I'm gonna make one handout for the Lokatha and one for the Strix. We'll start with just the Lokatha right now, and I'm gonna put in its description. Sorry, give me 1 second. And I'm gonna put this in all of your journals. Alright, so, there you go. So the Lokatha, there's a 75% chance they have access to a specific item worth 2,000 or less, 50% chance they have access to an item worth 5,000 or less, and a 10% chance they can have a specific more expensive item.
okay. That's pretty cool. Okay, cool.
All right. Do we have any questions before we kind of wrap up the session?
No, sir.
As you got this kind of crazy new trade alliance between the people of the wind and sky, or the sea and sky, and the Lokatha.
Did you get the all the stuff that we got this session into the loot lists in?
Yeah, it's in there.
Yeah, I think he was doing it as we went.
Okay. Have you saved it and closed it? Because I don't see it in there.
Yeah, it's all in there.
Maybe refresh.
It might just
It's
be.
been saved.
Oh, okay. There it is. It's just in a different spot. Okay, gotcha.
I was about to say I could go back and find the rest if you need to.
No, so I added it. It's all towards as we added it on the available sellable loot, and then stuff that claimed is down towards the bottom.
Awesome.
Okay. Did you get the 2 other Necklace of Air adaptations that we found?
Yep,
Okay.
that's in there. We're at +6 right now.
Oh,
6 of
okay.
those.
Six of them. Okay. Actually, 7. If you look above that, we've got one listed above that too.
All right.
Oh, then yep, 7.
Also, I'm excited to save this video. I'm gonna have it. I have it recorded so I can keep it once Twitch takes it down eventually with the limit. But that was an awesome session, guys. A lot of fun. And during that, I got an email from Twitch saying that I can be an affiliate now.
Hey,
Nice.
there you go. Congrats,
so that's
man.
fucking sick. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everyone, and awesome game, guys. That was sick.
Yeah. Thanks for running, man.
No worries.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
I'll see y'all later. If you want to just message me, run that plan by me, just hit me up.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Cool.
See y'all later.
Bye, guys.
Later.